We're gonna be live with the Royal Rumble. Oh, that's why I didn't put it straight to the end because it snaps. Snaps to the edge. I forgot about it. Jeez, how do I fix this? It's perfectly fine. I wanted to just change it a little bit, but I forgot about the problem I have with it snapping to the edge. And now it's just gonna leave this weird space. Alright, fine. Ugh, excuse me. Oh, I woke up my dog. Oh my god, sorry. So we're taking a little bit too long to start. Let's actually start this. No, I'm actually not going to watch these pay-per-views live, mainly because there's a lot of buffering that goes on when watching this stuff live. Oh no. I accidentally clicked the pre-show. I don't want to see the pre-show. Oh wait, put that shit to the beginning. Go to application, audio. All right, there we go. Yeah, okay. I might not put this live stream into two parts. I don't want to go to the 30 minutes, 25.
Together.
And this is the capital of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. This is Riyadh, the host of WrestleMania next year. But tonight, host to the 39th annual Royal Rumble. A month ago, this piece of land was a vacant lot. Today, it's been turned into a 25,000-seat facility.
How the
known as
hell
Riyadh Season
did they
Stadium
manage to
at
build
Cap.
this thing so
And
quickly?
tonight, we are sold out
Is what I want
as
to
we
know.
start the road to WrestleMania. And ladies and gentlemen, tonight's superstar arrivals are presented by Wingstop. Wingstop is here. Don't miss any of the action. Get flavor delivered to your door at wingstop.com.
Alright.
Friends, but will they be? Isel.
اهلا وسهلا فيكم يلا نتحيي
Royal Rumble! Call his very first Royal Rumble. Our ring announcer, Mark Nash. Ladies and gentlemen, the following is the Women's Royal Rumble! Two superstars will start in the ring. Every 90 seconds, another superstar will enter the match. Eliminations occur when a superstar is thrown over the top rope with both feet hitting the floor. The last remaining superstar will be declared the Royal Rumble winner and will earn a championship match in main event at WrestleMania. So now, to everyone here in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, and to the millions watching around the world, who's ready for the Royal Rumble?
I was about to say, you should have said, let's get ready to rumble. That's what you should have said, man. This year's Iron Woman is Charlotte Flair. Interesting. It is very interesting to me to see that Charlotte Flair is the way she is right now. Because we all are used to Charlotte Flair being egotistical, politicking backstage, trying to get, which is half the reason why she's at the position she is now in the company. But no, she's just playing it safe and interacting with it.
It is not impossible to win the Women's Royal Rumble match from the #1 position. Rhea Ripley did it back in 2023, but it is a tough hill to climb. But if anyone
So
can
far,
do it,
she's
Wade,
the only
it's Charlotte Flair,
two-time
who's the only woman in history
Women's
to
Royal
win
Rumble
2
winner.
Royal Rumble
She won in
matches.
2020
this is
and then she won in
basically a
2025.
complete disaster right from the start for any competitor. But this lady certainly has the genetics to do so. I remember as a kid watching her father, Ric Flair, back in '92, win the Royal Rumble from position #3. She's going to have to go even better than that if she's going to win this one.
Yeah, but listen to these numbers. Charlotte Flair, not only 2 Royal Rumble victories, this is her 6th Rumble. The previous 5, she's always finished in the top 3.
This may be a hot take on mine, but I genuinely think that the bodysuits that they have for these Saudi shows are so much more creative compared to the usual outfits. I honestly think that if WWE don't renew their contract with Saudi, they should find a way to incorporate these bodysuits into like the normal shows outside Saudi Arabia, or like maybe a woman's competitor will have that as their full, ring attire. Because these bodysuits, they're so freaking beautiful to look at sometimes. Some of them are really creative too. Interesting.
Oh dear!
I guess their friendship's gonna really be tested.
Oh God, they were allies of convenience, and I guess this is no longer convenient when you're 1 and 2.
Making their way to the ring, entrant number 2, from Columbus, Ohio, Alexa Bliss.
Alexa Bliss entering the Royal Rumble match for the 5th time in her career. She once spent almost a half an hour in this matchup, but now the friendship between Charlotte and Alexa that has been building for months and months. They were once tag team champions together. Wade, is truly going to be tested, and you were stirring the pot last night on Friday Night SmackDown. You don't think these two are going to be able to get along in this match?
Look, they have been quietly at each other's throats for the past several weeks, and I'll tell you what's really interesting here. Alexa Bliss, walking down the aisle, has a massive smile on her face because she's about to go one-on-one at the start of this Rumble with Charlotte Flair. Now, Charlotte Flair, on the other hand, looks devastated to have to go one-on-one with her own tag partner. So, already some tensions brewing here.
Well, listen, Wade, this is the Rumble, and I don't care if your tag team person is in the matchup or not. The bottom line is this is every woman for herself for an opportunity to main event WrestleMania.
Ideal situation. You want to team up against the rest of the field, but that is not an option here for the former tag champs.
So an interesting situation between Bliss and Flair who start this matchup. And we are officially underway with the 2026 Women's Royal Rumble match. Who is going to main event WrestleMania?
I love this new presentation there with the Rumble that they came up with in 2025. Oh, are you serious?
Wants to wait for the number 3 competitor to come out in this matchup.
That is a smart
Whoa,
right there. Alexa Bliss, plenty of strengths are teamwork in the Royal Rumble. Charlotte Flair only has eyes for the WrestleMania side.
Well, she's been there twice after winning the Royal Rumble match. She knows what it's all about. And Charlotte said no way! And yes! Charlotte driving Bliss to the top turnbuckle and reminding her, I was that close, perhaps, to eliminating you. And now the friendship surfaces again.
The warning shot.
Are we doing this the over?
Cheap shot, no.
And a little reminder.
Are we doing this thing the
Charlotte,
entire Rumble with all the teams, bro?
Oh, here we go. This is more like it.
Was she going to go for the figure 8?
Are we doing, bro? Come on. All right.
I'm not sure I've ever seen a Rumble start in this fashion. As now, Charlotte and Alexa.
We are way too close to the.
Number 3 into the
We are
Royal
way
Rumble.
too close to the roster.
Who would want to be number 3 waiting on these two?
Away the woman we both called one of the most underrated in WWE today. None other than Kiana James. And number 3 has been a lucky entrant number over the years. 2 superstars, Bianca Belair and Bayley, have won from the number 3 position.
Yeah, this is not one of the favorites for the Royal Rumble. The likelihood of victory from number 3, I will say, decreases the likelihood further. But this is one smart woman. She's also one half of the number 1 contenders for the women's tag titles alongside Julia right now.
Kiana James showing off here tonight, taking it to Alexa and Charlotte Flair, but Alexa catches her with a boot to the face. Kiana James, welcome to your very first Royal Rumble match. Defeat by James, and now Bliss with a kick to the midsection.
This is the main problem I have with Kiana this entire time. She signed with
situation like this, but mega
both
break.
of them
Kiana James
are phenomenal wrestlers, but Kiana's gimmick is just killing.
To be eliminated, and Charlotte with a kick as well.
Kiana really needs an elimination here, making a fair fight at least, but that looks bleak now.
Alexa Bliss with the double team.
Spiked high on the top of the head there was Kiana. Charlotte Flair looking out for number 4. I'd focus on eliminating Kiana James while she's down.
Yes! The irresistible force.
Oh.
Nia Jax. And she has been so dominant in the Royal Rumble match, Wade. She is the all-time leader in all-time eliminations in this matchup, and also single eliminations in one Royal Rumble match. And she has issues with everyone in the ring.
This is my absolute favorite woman on the roster. Overwhelming, ruthless, and absolutely monstrous. And right now, Charlotte Flair is having a genuine panic attack. She knows how dangerous
because I'm
Nia Jax
versus this is the first that I've played with team. I've never really looked it up. And
this
is the clearest I've ever played with
zero
team.
weaknesses whatsoever, and when it comes to Royal Rumble situations where opponents need to throw you over the top rope, all her strengths are magnified.
Well,
Now I hope they don't do the same shit that they did last year. It was a year before when they literally did that spot with Nia where she threw everyone out. Almost everyone out in one spot and they make everyone stupid. Like, don't do that again.
Nobody wants an early draw, but it just gives the opportunity for Nia Jax to cause even more chaos, carnage, and destruction than usual.
Oh, no one's happy with Kiana James, as you mentioned before. Number 1 contenders with Julia for the tag titles held by Rhea Ripley and Io Sky, who are both in this match tonight. Samoa drop to Bliss by Jax.
Of course, that is a red-hot women's tag division. Nia Jax teaming up with Lash Legend.
And another Samoan drop, this time to the Queen.
Sending a major statement to several rivals within the tag division right now. How do you like that, Riyadh? Ooh!
And Kiana.
For some reason, I
highly
thought
athletic
people could
Kiana James.
Kiana James again, more and more impressed. Has been in the shadow of Julia as an official representative at times, and stepping out of the shadow for good in the past several weeks has been Kiana James.
Entering at number 5 from American-made, Ivy Nile enters the Rumble match for the 3rd time in her career. She had a standout Rumble a couple of years ago when she lasted nearly 25 minutes.
In terms of this work,
yeah, again, this is another woman who at times has been flying under the radar, but anyone who is familiar with the game of Ivy Nile knows that this woman has the endurance to go the distance here. Pitbull mentality.
Release German suplex by Ivy Nile to Charlotte and then to Kiana James.
And this is somewhere where you really want to come out the blocks hot. You've got several women who are in the ring already pre-weakened, pre-exhausted before you get in there. Cause as much damage as you can. Try and get an elimination here.
I spoke to Ivy earlier today. Nice DDT. She talked about how this is an important moment for her tonight, to stand out, to show what she can do here in WWE.
She's going to have to do a hell of a lot against a woman 3 times her size in Nia Jax, but she's doing just that.
Ivy Nile trying to power slam Jax there, and Jax looks at me, makes it look easy, doesn't she?
Yeah, that was a little mistake there from Ivy
no
Nile, who is trying and trying again. This is a CrossFit athlete, former MMA flyweight competitor, but she's getting pummeled now by a woman who simply is not in the same weight class.
Yeah, but Ivy, pound for pound, maybe the strongest woman in the entire division.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Well, from NXT, at number 6 in her first Royal Rumble, Lola Vice. Now wait, Lola's got a lot on her mind. This coming Tuesday on the CW on NXT, she faces Thea Hale and Izzy Dame in a triple threat match for the NXT North American Championship. Also on Tuesday night, who's going to become the new NXT Men's Champ?
I hope that's not going to her head right now, because we were talking about MMA a moment ago. This is a woman who is 4-1 at a very high level of MMA, the most devastating kicks in the game.
And a nice German suplex by Lola Vice. Vice, who's had a history with Ivy Nile in the past, in the ring with her as well.
I'll tell you right now, this woman is a knockout machine. Keep your hands up at all times, ladies. Lola Vice, just a devastating weapon in that ring. And boy, oh boy, she can shake it like a Polaroid picture.
And backing it up into the corner. And Lola Vice
did not just
taking out everybody in her path.
Lola, spinning back elbow right to the jaw, and Ivy Nile is out cold.
How did you not see Nia Jax out? How did you not see Nia Jax out?
Oh, Lola forward with a clothesline.
Nice, yes.
Now
go for it, Nia. That was even better.
Mocking Lola, and a double team by Charlotte and Kiana James. Never thought I'd see those two working together.
This is a smart strategy. Several women realizing now who's the big threat in the ring. Nia Jax, the absolute powerhouse, the former world champ. Gang up on her if you can. But even that does not seem to have had an effect. And Cole, it's squashing time.
No, it's not. Looking for Annihilator, and she goes up to the ropes. Kiana tried to shove her off. Nia Jax, look at she's laid everyone to waste in the ring right now.
That's been impressive, but that's not the aim of the game. There have been no eliminations thus far in this Women's Royal Rumble. Who's going down first?
Oh, look at the strength of Kiana. Kiana with Nia Jax up on her shoulders into a Samoa drop. Can you believe that by Kiana James?
Well, add another bullet point on the resume of Kiana James. Wow, I did not know she had that in her tank.
And Charlotte realizes this is an opportunity. And everyone trying to eliminate Nia Jax as entry number 7 comes. Candice LeRae on her way to the ring. Her 6th Royal Rumble tonight. And will she tip the scales to finally get Nia out of this matchup?
Well, I'm glad you got the name right this time, Michael Cole, because this 20-year veteran is a major player in the Rumble here. Held tag gold in NXT and is looking to go one better here on the main roster with WWE.
And Candice with that tornado DDT, and look what she's doing here. Candice LeRae is trying to get all the opponents away from Nia Jax. Remember the friendship that Nia and Candice have had in the past.
Yeah, absolutely devastating duo.
Candice!
Control is going to drop.
She went over the top rope. She's on the apron trying to survive.
Nicely rolled under the bottom rope there. Smart move, and we'll see that previous friendship tested here.
And Candice LeRae perhaps trying to curry favor with her former buddy.
Smartest thing you can do. Loose alliance, temporary alliance, whatever it takes to win the Royal Rumble. Of course, we know Nia Jax paired up with Lash Legend at the moment, but who could not use an extra friend in the Royal Rumble?
No eliminations thus far. We are awaiting entry number 8. 30 women will enter this matchup.
That has been hot action from the very start. Charlotte Flair, Alexa Bliss putting more time than anyone, and they must already be feeling tired.
Trying to dump Lola Vice here, who's caught up in the corner.
It's not over until I win.
Who? Oh, Jordan Grace.
About to go beast mode. Jordan Grace, now a part of Friday Night SmackDown, entering her 3rd Royal Rumble match in her career. And how about Jordan getting in the face and getting in that fight with the WWE Women's Champion Jade Cargill last night?
Oh man, this woman is holding nothing back, just a juggernaut who is in a hurry to get to the finish line, and she's starting out hot here in the Royal Rumble. Nice.
I wouldn't mind if she won the Royal
Charlotte
Rumble.
got caught by Jordan Grace.
Yeah, and this woman, Jordan Grace, is a former powerlifting champion, legitimately one of the strongest women in professional wrestling history. And if the people in the ring right now weren't aware of that, they certainly are.
Candice LeRae eliminated by
That was
Jordan.
Double elimination. The bodies are dropping. Nice by Jordan Grace.
Now Ivy Nile misses wildly with a kick. Oh, caught Jordan with that one.
There's too much speed there. Speed versus power, and power is now winning.
And now Jordan placing Ivy over the top rope into the floor. That's a 3rd elimination for Jordan Grace.
Wow, this woman is on an absolute tear right now, and the herd has dramatically thinned.
This is a face-off I'd love to see. Nia and Jordan.
So Lola
Here's the
Vice,
problem with
Ivy
eliminating
Nile,
some
and
bodies in this match. It kind of thins down the option that Nia Jax has on who else to fight, increases the likelihood that she's coming for you.
And now Nia and Charlotte, who had quite the history, squaring off.
But damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. You want to win this thing, you've got to go through this pain.
And now Nia looking to eliminate both Charlotte and Alexa.
Just throwing 2 former world champions around with ease is Nia Jax. What a threat this
I
woman
really
is.
hope this year the
Now Nia with Alexa Bliss up top, trying to hang on to the top rope.
I really hope this
Flair
year
now
the
from
cookies
behind,
better
trying to dump
than
Nia Jax
the
out as well. Can Alexa Bliss hang on? Nia out to the apron.
Teamwork here, almost taking out the absolute favorite in this one. And these are dangerous places to be doing
And
battle.
Charlotte just kicked Nia and eliminated Nia and Alexa.
What a cheap shot from Charlotte
Wait
Flair.
a minute. Come on, Wade, that was unintentional.
How convenient.
Charlotte was trying to save Alexa when she kicked Nia Jax.
The dirtiest player in the game strikes again. That was no accident in my view, Cole.
Alexa Bliss in the crossfire.
Bro, imagine
Well, the
your show
Intercontinental
with
Champion
Flair
Becky
in
Lynch
this
says she's been
position. You
lobbying
know,
her
after the
lawyers all
living
week
with your
for a
friend,
great
your tag
entry
team
spot into the
partner,
Royal
I
Rumble.
know
Do you
this
think she'll be
woman
pleased
comes
with
out.
number 9?
Number 9 is not terrible.
Bro,
It's not ideal. You want to be
if I
1,
was
2.
Charlotte, I would have been
You want to be
pissed
30 or
with
something like that.
myself.
But I'll tell you right now, if anyone can win
I
from this
would bet.
position, it is a
People
woman
did
like Becky
come out
Lynch. And
after
it's not
this
just
happened.
me saying it, Michael Cole. Everyone's saying it.
Becky Lynch in her 5th Royal Rumble. Remember what happened back in 2019. She lost her SmackDown Women's title to Asuka, then later on in the night would enter the Royal Rumble, and she would go on and win that night.
I'll tell you right now, I think Becky Lynch has looked very uncomfortable these past few months.
And after winning the Rumble match, she would go on to WrestleMania to meet in the main event not only Ronda Rousey, but Charlotte Flair.
At that point, you just brought up the
And
main
the
event. That is
horsewoman
why Becky
going
Lynch
at it, bro.
has been uncomfortable She's not been in enough main events. That is her home. That is her residence. Will win this one, and you're getting another one at WrestleMania.
Of course, the long history with these two, part of the four horsewomen coming up in NXT. Becky dumps Charlotte out to the apron. Charlotte trying to hang on.
Oh my goodness, I swear,
flex,
this Rumble
Becky.
is weird.
Show 'em
This
what you
Rumble,
got.
when I say
On
weird,
another
I mean
note,
like,
you know who Becky eliminated to
I
win
was not
the
expecting
2019
Charlotte
Royal Rumble?
Go on, fill me in, Steph.
Charlotte Flair.
Well, these two go back so far. There's been consistent. Bad blood for years. They went out onto the bottom rope. They got off on elimination.
You got to go over the top rope. Both feet hit the floor.
Referees were on the scene.
Number 10, and the uber athletic Sol Ruca, who amazed the world with a win over Bayley at Saturday night's main event a couple of months back.
SoCal's finest. You just mentioned that massive upset. Well, this would be another one, and she would shock the world. One of the most acrobatic superstars the women's division has ever seen. Oh, here we go, straight off the
And
back.
there's an example. That acrobatic tumbling background from the University of Oregon.
Springboard 360 clothesline. I'm not sure I've ever quite seen that before. Get ready to be shocked by Sol Ruca.
And Becky Lynch and Sol Ruca
I
exchanging
wonder if Zarya is
words.
going to be in the Rumble.
Never been a big fan of rookies.
Get a little
The
bit more
present and the future.
expansion
And
with
Sol
more
Ruca
story
taking
between
it to
Sol
the man.
Zarya.
Modified airplane spin followed by a face plant,
Who
and
do
it's a boot
people
to the
not
temple for
get
good
these
measure.
Rumble?
You see the gear in many ways. With what she does in the ring, Sol Ruca has reminded me of our Hall of Famer Lita, with a lot of the acrobatic stuff that she does.
He's got that athletic wow factor, completely planting the opposition in. Now I count 5 bodies in the ring.
And now Sol sent out to the apron. Buries a shoulder in the midsection
How
of Jordan
unfortunate
Grace.
is
Number
to
11
not see a Kofi
upcoming.
Kingston Royal Rumble spot again, though. Like, ever since interesting.
A favorite of many people
now.
to win this event tonight based on her performance last year. Roxanne Perez lasted 1 hour, 7 minutes, and 47 seconds last year to set the record for the longest stay ever in a women's Rumble. She finished as a runner-up, and now Roxanne Perez wants to win it all.
Well, times in the Rumble are hard to predict, but it's unlikely she'll have to beat that time if she wins it from number 11. In theory, this should be an easier test for Perez than last year.
Yeah, the prodigy sending Becky Lynch out to the
Kofi never
apron.
botched his
Believe it
Royal
or not,
Rumble
this is
spots.
Roxanne's fourth
Because ever
Royal
since he
Rumble,
started
as
botching them, they
Kiana's
stopped
trying to
doing
hang
them.
on.
One boot of Kiana James touched there, but 2 have to hit the mat. Kiana James dragging herself back in, and now just windmilling away is the prodigy.
Right after Charlotte Flair, and remember,
It
Roxanne
never,
Perez and Liv Morgan an opportunity to win the
fails to make
tag
me come
titles
to
back at
the
Saturday
Rumble.
night's main event, knocked out by Rhea and Ia. And Ruca into the corner, caught Jordan Grace right on the shoulder, and that stung.
That is as nasty as they come.
Yeah, that was nasty right there.
Roxanne Perez has just been on
I
fire
really
since
hope
getting
she
in
can
that
get
ring.
it.
Oh, and the double
That
knees
would
right to the
suck.
back. Perez raising
Boy,
hell
that
and
would
wreaking havoc. Number 12 on the way is, you mentioned Becky doesn't like the younger generation.
There's a big old slap fest in the center of the ring. Might not be smart, but wait up.
And there's the Exploder as Maxine Dupree, the former
Oh,
Intercontinental
my
Champion,
God.
will enter her 3rd Royal Rumble match. Now, it's interesting to see where Maxine's head's at. She's been silent on all of social media. We haven't really heard much from her since that woman there, Becky Lynch, sabotaged her in a rematch.
Making an absolute beeline there for Becky Lynch, of course.
And there's that Luthez press. Remember, it was Natty, the mentor of Maxine, who cost Maxine the rematch against Becky Lynch a
I
couple
can
of
see
weeks back.
Well, Maxine has been
Becky.
2025's Cinderella story
or
when she won that
Natty
IC
comes in the
title in
Rumble
MSG.
Um,
This might even top that if she can go all the way tonight.
Either
But
way,
of
we're
course,
getting
Bonnie,
a
when you get in
Maxine
these matches,
versus
you got to be
Natty,
careful going to the top rope. It puts you at risk as Becky out to the
Who
apron. What
wins?
payback
I
this
don't
would be for Maxine.
It's a great
Maxine
point
needs
with
to
the
win,
veteran in the ring here
Natty.
against a relative rookie in the
But
form of
I
Maxine,
believe
and
in
sometimes
the
rookies
same
make those mistakes like going up top in a
in
Royal Rumble. Didn't pay for it this time, although Becky Lynch is looking to make Maxine pay. Nice fisherwoman super.
And I think
And
they're going
Maxine,
back to
remember,
AJ
she really has Becky
versus
Lynch's number. Peter, on a number of
Becky
occasions, I
Lynch.
thought she should have won a.
Hold on a second.
Before
One of
Natty
those
got
was
involved.
thanks to that referee fast count car. That one should
Oh,
have.
but why did
What a spin
why
kick
did
by Maxine. Missed her. She
Maxine-
went after Charlotte, caught her on the backside.
Why did
Second
Maxine
6
have to lose
months
the
of
Intercontinental
2025
Championship?
was a massive step up for Maxine, who did train as you
Oh,
mentioned.
what a leg drop. And
In the dungeon with Natty, but
went for the manhandle slam. Instead gets a German suplex. Charlotte Flair started at number 1. She's still in there. Kiana James at number 3. She's in as well as number 13 enters.
uh-oh.
It's not Natalia Wade. It's Natty.
Well, forget Natalia.
Oh.
Natalia was the TV
Okay.
glamour version of this woman.
Interesting.
Of no Natty. Going back about 20 years to FCW, born out of the Heart Dungeon, where only the strongest survive. Natty eats divas for breakfast. Natty is now coming for it all.
Yeah, but
and it starts tonight.
Maxine's not backing down.
This is
Natty
the part
cost
that's
her an
really
opportunity
funny.
to win back the Intercontinental Championship. And
Took
Maxine
entrance
Dupree
without
wants to
scoring,
take out the
because
woman
the
who
woman
turned her
was
back
the
on her.
competitors in
Yeah, there are two sides
the
to
Rumble.
this woman.
Some
Natalia
of them like
elevated,
they'll be
but
standing in the
Natty
ring,
decimates.
mid-mugging
And
them, right?
welcome to
And then
Natty
like
Maxine.
everybody else in the ring
Pounding
is
ground
like, oh,
attack
you're
there
mugging
by
them.
Natty, and now
I'm
the
just gonna do
spin
it.
around by Maxine Dupree,
What?
taking the fight to Natty as well.
Natty has seen all the weaknesses of Maxine. She knows what makes her tick mentally.
Uh-oh, look at
nice
this.
reversal.
Looking for the ankle lock on Natty now. He
Interesting.
learned this to perfection in the hard dungeon at the hands of Natty. And now Natty sends Maxine into the top rope.
Everywhere you look.
Manhandle slam.
Threats in this
She's so
women's
bad, bro.
Royal Rumble. Veterans, former world champs everywhere. And
Oh, and Maxine eliminated by Becky.
Too many enemies in the Royal Rumble for Maxine. Natty and Becky Lynch doing a number. Wait up.
And Becky trying to eliminate Natty. Now, Natty made it pretty clear she wants Becky in the Intercontinental Championship.
Wait, why did
Becky, look at her, the coward trying to beg her
No,
way
it's
out of
a
this.
joke, Cole.
What kind of joke? This is no joke as Becky's eliminated by Natty. No joke there. Remember, Natty has been in every single Women's Rumble match since its inception. This is number 9. Becky complaining to the official about now.
Natty has certainly made a statement already tonight. Clearly, this is a very different woman to the one we've seen on our screens over the past several years.
Jordan Grace trying to hang on as the number 14 entrant heads into the arena. The only other woman to be in all 9 Women's Royal Rumble matches from the Judgment Day, Liv Morgan. Last year, she would have set the record for an hour and 7 minutes. But Roxanne Perez beat it when Liv was eliminated. Liv has finished second 2 years, and then last year she finished third.
Well, 2025 for the majority was an injury washout.
Oblivion!
For Liv Morgan, now she's making up for lost time.
Yeah, Liv Morgan has suffered an injury and just returned about a month ago. And now Liv Morgan taking it to Sol Ruka.
Welcome to the Liv
Oh my
Morgan World Domination Tour.
Paying
There's
homage
my
to the
knowledge,
late,
but
great
why
Eddie
is it
Guerrero.
the
No,
only
it's homage
tribute
to
Eddie
the
Guerrero
great
is the
Dom
Korean
Mysterio.
leader,
Boyfriend.
bro.
The greatest lover in the world too, I might add. Trust me on that one.
Now, Liv Morgan's had a lot of success here in Saudi Arabia. Wade, she won a championship here. She also won the first Crown Jewel championship as well.
I'll tell you, there's a lot of travel involved to get in here for the WWE roster. Some people just travel better than others, and clearly, Liv Morgan is one of those great travelers.
There's that code breaker into the side Russian leg sweep that has made the Judgment Day so effective. And Charlotte with a double clothesline.
Well, this Judgment Day duo, if they can keep on the same page and obviously keep in the
What
ring and
big
avoid going over
women's
the top rope, they're going to be a
WrestleMania
big
match they
threat.
want to aim for this year?
Lash Legend.
Yes.
Number 15. In her second Royal Rumble match, the powerhouse, Lash Legend. And this is going to be interesting, Wade, because Lash Legend's going it alone. She has no backup in the ring. Her tag team partner, her buddy, her mentor, so to speak, Nia Jax, has been eliminated.
Yeah, normally that would be panic stations, but not for long-legged Lash Legend. The confidence, the charisma, the bougie bully can do this on her own.
How impressed have you been with Lash Legend?
I've followed her career from the very beginning in NXT. This woman's growth curve has been steeper than pretty much anyone I've ever seen.
In her very first Rumble, she lasted nearly 20 minutes. And a double choke slam.
You know what that's called? That is called a cheat code right there. This woman, Lash Legend, is a human cheat code.
Sol Ruca runs right into a boot, tried to get cute, and Lash Legend made her pay.
Got that legendary pump kick right to the jaw.
And look at now, Roxanne Perez trying to fight her way out of it, powered up now by Legend, who slams her to the mat.
That is just an unfair
I don't know how
fight.
tall she
Roxanne
is.
Perez doesn't back down to anyone. She might have been smart to have done so there, and we've got our first point of the night in this match.
Well, I have no
Lash.
doubt that you're looking at a future WrestleMania main eventer. Lash
So
Legend
she's
has
so
all
tall,
the
she made
tools.
Jordan
And
Grace
now on
look
the
so
other side,
short.
that's Liv Morgan. Top rope, Natty trying to eliminate her.
Yeah, Liv Morgan a little too cute for that one, clinging onto that top rope and turning things around in a hurry. But watch out, look at Lash.
And now,
Jordan Grace trying to power her out of that. If anyone can, Jordan can.
and Lash now on the apron, perilous situation. Jordan Grace, as you mentioned, trying to overpower Legend here.
I'll tell you what now, hats off to Kiana James, who's hanging in this thing. She's been battling away from a very, very early number.
Look at this.
What a great display.
Jordan
Jordan
Grace in
gonna do it?
trouble on the shoulders of Lash Legend.
Technically, Lash is in big trouble here too. Will take one kick in the back and they're both going down.
And now Jordan
Nice.
Grace
Oh.
eliminated by
She
Legend.
lost the
Legend needs to
ball.
get back in that ring ASAP. Save the celebrations until you're in a safe zone.
Number 16 is next. And Roxanne Perez right here in front of us is hanging on. Feet did not hit the floor. And for the
Interesting.
7th time in her career, Zelina heads to the ring for the Women's Royal Rumble. The former
haven't seen her in
United
a
States
while.
champion, tag
I
team
haven't
champion,
seen her- I
also
haven't seen her in a
the
while.
inaugural Queen of the Ring.
Well, does not have
I
the
wonder why.
prototypical
I haven't seen
size
her in
to do
a
well
while.
in the Royal Rumble match, but a recent link up with her hubby Alistair Black has brought out a far nastier, more devious side of Zelina. So let's see what tricks this woman has up her sleeve.
Yeah, a dark side as she
Whoa.
rolls into that kick, and now Liv Morgan misses wildly.
Whoa.
And
Jeez.
Zelina
Yeah, she
sends
was putting,
Talia
she
in.
was putting some work
To
into
Liv Morgan.
performance into her. 'Cause
Missile usage
I
there.
don't
And
remember her
Natty,
moving like
Natty,
this.
not Natalia. Remember that, Cole.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm still getting used to it.
You will be sorry if she hears you.
Yeah, she gave me a nasty look today.
Oh.
And Kiana James taken down by Zelina. And Charlotte on the other side, driving Zelina into the corner, up on the top rope, dangerous position.
Well, this is what Zelina has to do. She has to be fast, she has to be elusive, and probably has to avoid Lash Legend.
Well, Lash using Zelina as a weapon.
Boom. Right on the back of the head goes down Zelina.
And Lash
I
is
don't
just
even
so
know where my
impressive.
caddy
We wondered how
wants
she'd
to
fare
go.
without
We
Nia
wanna
out here.
go.
Doing pretty damn good.
Guidance and backup is always great, but when you're Lash Legend, you don't need any of it.
The number 17 entry mark is how Charlotte Flair won the Rumble back in 2020. Will Raquel Rodriguez have the same luck?
Well,
So that's
the
all the
Judgment Day
adjustments
is
that they
now complete. All three women from the Judgment Day, Liv Morgan, Roxanne Perez, if they can hold on a few more seconds, and now, of course, Raquel Rodriguez. It's going to be a triple whammy for the rest of these women.
Yeah, 3rd time in her career she's been in the Rumble. Now, Wade, if you're Judgment Day, do you work together to eliminate everyone and then figure out who's going to win among the three of you?
Hell yeah, you do. You deal with everyone else first, and then as gentle women, you figure out who's going to be the ultimate victor.
Raquel Rodriguez, who's been so dominant. Remember what awaits her Monday night. The battle with Stephanie McCurr, the Philly street fight. Raquel and Lash Legend squaring off in front behind. Roxanne Perez and Liv Morgan. And there is that pit bull mentality, that pack mentality of the Judgment Day.
I'll tell you what I've been really impressed by, of course, if you go back pre-injury, Liv Morgan was the unabashed leader of that group, but now stepping up massively has been Raquel. I've noticed Raquel.
Now look at this, Kiana.
Now, watch out.
Kiana trying to eliminate Liv. Roxanne Perez comes to Liv's aid. Kiana back out on the apron.
So back up just in the nick of time
Oh,
there,
no.
Liv Morgan,
Oh,
but
no.
wait up, they might
Oh, no.
both go out
Oh,
here.
no. I
Liv,
see what's gonna
Kiana,
happen.
Roxanne
I see
on
what's
the
gonna
apron.
happen.
Tough
Oh, no.
situation here for
Oh, no.
Kiana James. who continues to fight back, and now finally eliminated, this time by Raquel Rodriguez. And Wade, we say it all the time, but the numbers game comes into play.
It's just an unfair fight, and these three women completely cohesive here.
Wait a minute, on the other side, everybody trying to team up now to dump Legend and Charlotte out.
Allegiance to Chelsea Green.
Yes!
your team.
I pledge allegiance to the green regime.
Chelsea Green and her secret Purvis, Alba Fire out here tonight. Chelsea's the one entering the Rumble. At number 18, it is her 5th Royal Rumble match in her career. Remember, she's a two-time United States champion, one-time tag champ, and of course the current AAA mixed tag team champion with Ethan Page.
Also North America's sweetheart. This is basically the modern-day Marilyn Monroe, recognized globally, and the good people of Riyadh, Saudi Arabia recognize her too, Michael.
1960 wants her star back.
One of the biggest stars of all time, just like Chelsea Green. Oh, might join the Judgment Day.
No, I think she wants the Judgment Day to join her.
Yeah, join the green regime. That would be even better. Good point, Michael Cole.
Liv Morgan said,
Is she going to be the one
oh,
that
Chelsea with a slap of her own, and
practically
that just ticked off Roxanne and Raquel.
Oh, they're just not in the mood to negotiate tonight, apparently. Save it for another day, Chelsea. Nice. Alba Fire.
And she's not out. She's not out.
Rope.
Exactly.
Oh, hold on.
Didn't go over the top rope.
Oh, God.
And now a tug of war between Alba Fire and all of Judgment Day. Alba Fire's not even the match, but she's in the ring.
I want to start running. Oh, eliminated, Michael. Eliminated.
She wasn't officially in the match.
Well, that means if she is in next year, she should be pre-eliminated for 2027.
Chelsea Green may be eliminated here shortly. Judgment Day doing a number on her. You ready for some beautiful madness?
Oh, you know me, Michael. I'm always ready for some beautiful madness because the Women's United States champ is here.
Yeah, the two-time United States champion, NXT Women's Champion as well. She won the 2024 Women's Iron Survivor Challenge at NXT, and now heads into her 2nd Royal Rumble match.
So this is a really good number to draw. The problem being your partner, Kiana James, drew a really early number 3, and is already eliminated. So, Julia, you got to do this on your own.
Yeah, but Lash Legend has proven that you don't need friends in there.
Lash Legend is worth 2, though, Michael. She's not really an individual.
And Julia rolling
This
through.
better be
Raquel
a good
Rodriguez sent toward the
performance
ropes.
in terms of fan
Brawling in the
reception,
women's
because I
tag division
really
too,
would
and
love
of course Julia, as we mentioned, is
it
one
would
half of the
suck
number 1
if it is
contenders alongside
guys in the
Kiana James. That match imminent
and
with
then
the tag
has no
champs
chance
Rhea
of
and Io.
losing into AEW. The minute she goes to put
Julia with
AEW,
a nice
she's
suplex.
just gonna get roasted.
Known for her ferocious strikes and of course a magnetic presence.
Oh,
Oh
and
no!
Chelsea Green, of course,
I am
massive
surprised
issues,
Chelsea didn't
losing the United
Oh,
States
look at
title.
Alba
And look at
Fire.
Alba Fire now. Of course, there's no disqualification, so that's completely legal.
This is like surfing, like Sol Ruka. Sol's gonna get jealous.
And now Chelsea out to the apron thanks to Alba Fire. Somehow survives.
As is Sol Ruka in the corner. I haven't seen her for a minute. She's getting stomped on currently by a piece. Charlotte Flair's almost out. Charlotte Flair turfed over the top, but holds on. Charlotte Flair been in from number 1, but the threats keep coming.
The best wrestler on the planet today. One half of the tag team champions in her 4th Rumble. The genius of the Sky, Io Sky.
And I'm just looking in the ring right now, and there are a lot of women in the ring who really do not like Io Sky.
You know, we mentioned Roxanne's record last year and then Liv at 1 hour and 7 minutes. Io Sky last year, she lasted 1 hour, 6 minutes, 45 seconds. An incredible performance by Io.
Io's spoiled for choice on who she's going to attack and throwing out those Shote uppercuts to anything that moves.
I talked to Io today, told me how excited she was to be a part of this tonight. I asked her about, teaming with Rhea and possibly being in the ring together tonight. She said, I'm here to win, and Rhea understands that.
How smart is Chelsea Green clinging on once again, panic in the eyes, but getting serenaded now is Io Sky.
And the Judgment Day.
Who remembers that Io Sky was
Really
Io
do
Sky?
not like Io Sky whatsoever, but watch out, Io. Triple threat incoming.
Remember, Io and Rhea knocked off Liv and Roxanne at Saturday night's main event last week. Can't believe that was just a week ago. And now, oh, what a kick by
I
Scott.
remember when
Again,
Raquel
living dangerously,
Rodriguez
going to the top
was
rope, but I
Raquel
would trust Io
Gonzalez.
Sky up there because nobody does it
Bro.
better.
And what a missile drop kick by the genius of the Sky.
I really
wrist
hope
super
that
There you go,
Raquel
do it, Wade, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it.
Give me a
All of
future
Saudi
success
Arabia
push
is
because
currently
I
doing it
remember
too.
when she was on
The
top
name
of
for that point of the
as the NXT Women's Champion, bro. She was so good.
Things just got
Oh,
dark.
shoot.
The Empress of Tomorrow, the woman who won the first ever Women's Royal Rumble match back in 2018. Asuka is here.
Former mentor of Io Sky, who just arrived. Of course, that relationship went kaput for good in the latter half of 2025 with Io Sky and Rhea Ripley taking tag gold away from the Kabuki Warriors.
Yeah, back in Japan, Asuka, as you mentioned, mentor to Io Sky. They had a long-time friendship, and something happened. It fell apart. It disintegrated. They each blame one another, but nonetheless, Io Sky and Asuka rivals at this point in their career.
Well, I blame Io Sky because you should show respect to your superiors, and Asuka, the Empress of Tomorrow, is clearly the superior in that relationship.
You show me no respect.
Because I'm your superior. You should show me respect, Michael Cole.
And Asuka staring down Io Sky. I love Asuka's presence, how she takes her time to enter the ring.
I love how insidious she is, and I love it when she dances a little too. If she wins this, she will be dancing all night long.
They're looking to become a two-time Rumble winner to join
Asuka
Charlotte Flair
is
is the only
literally the
woman
cheese
to
game
do that.
Nakamura of the women's division in
These
WWE.
ladies about to throw down.
Two
And speaking of Charlotte Flair, she's still in this as the Judgment Day on the far side of the ring are trying to eliminate her.
Chinese or Japanese.
And now Julia and Asuka and Io Sky taking out each other. Three of Japan's biggest stars, from Stardom to Pro Wrestling Wave to the Royal Rumble.
And the
It
both
would
from
appear
Japan.
that two of them do not like Io Sky.
Oh, no! Asuka caught Julia. Not sure that was planned, but
I believe it was clearly upset is Asuka. Do not trust the Empress of Tomorrow. That is one insidious woman.
Asuka's got a bit of a screw loose.
Very nice, Michael. Although it is true, to be fair.
Oh, nice. We got both Io and Rhea.
A much better
But anyway,
entry number at 22 than the number she drew back in 2023. At number 1, Rhea Ripley went on
Possibly
to win the Royal
I also
Rumble.
blame him because it's booking them down.
So you would assume now that Io Sky finally's got some backup.
Man, I roll on a Royal Rumble entrance. You've got to be a pretty big star to get that, and there comes no star bigger than Rhea Ripley in the entire world of professional wrestling. And everyone's happy to see Rhea, none more so, as you mentioned, Cole. Io Sky, her own tag partner, her own tag jam partner,
And the
some much-needed backup.
Eradicator, Rhea Ripley. We know the long history with Rhea and the Judgment Day. Rhea once a part of that group before being excommunicated.
Bro, please let Bianca Belair beat Insane Woman 24. Please.
The complexion of this whole match changed when Rhea came in, didn't it?
Oh, this is the most physically dominant woman the industry has ever seen. Showing no remorse, and Chelsea Green, wrong place, wrong time.
She's going to try to recruit Rhea as well.
I mean, it'd be a smart thing to do, albeit likely unsuccessful.
Out to the apron now. That's Julia and Zelina. Zelina bounced off the ring post. She's in trouble. Arriva Darce as Zelina is eliminated.
Like an execution on the side of the ring there. That knee to the jaw completely rocking Zelina, but Zelina's down and out. And go on, salute! I'm going to do it too. Let's salute.
Is it a clone here?
Oh, so much for that. I mean, Chelsea really didn't think that. Alba got eliminated again, Wade. She's not even in the match. And Chelsea Green gonna join her.
Man, I used to like Rhea.
Why do you go help Chelsea? Oh, look at
Maybe
Roxanne
I will.
Perez.
Oh.
Roxanne, what a firebrand she is, has not stopped moving since entering and still has a smile on her face.
Looking for pop
Well,
rocks,
he's
but
not that
Rhea Ripley
Raquel
said not right now. And now has her in position.
I want to see the big three again.
Oh no.
Roxanne
Oh no.
eliminated with the razor's edge.
Well, not there to her.
And now
Sometimes partner in crime, Damian Priest.
Roxanne's Judgment Day partners, Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez, trying to make Rhea pay. And now her tag team partner, Io Sky, coming to Rhea's aid.
Booted Rhea Ripley out of the Judgment Day.
The woman who won the 2024 Royal Rumble matchup. She entered at number 3. Bayley would go on to WrestleMania.
Ding dong, you idiots!
And she won the championship in the big event. And now Bayley going right after Sol Ruca. Sol trying to stay in here. Remember, Sol Ruca embarrassed Bayley, beating her back at Saturday night's main event in December.
Wow, both hands touched the floor, but both feet did not. That's that extreme athleticism of Sol Ruca saving her there.
And now Bayley and Ruca working together.
Ruca in a bad spot here.
Charlotte Flair entered this matchup at number 1. She's been in over 40 minutes, Wade, as Liv Morgan is dumped out to the apron.
Bayley going on a tear here. Been a bit volatile, been a bit temperamental of late, but laser focused on getting the job here.
I really hope they don't get the
Head of steam Bayley has built up since arriving in this match, and the complexion completely changed.
stupid
The veteran gets in there who knows they are more than capable of winning this thing, and even beating the great Charlotte Flair in a chop contest.
Bayley, one of the original 4 horsewomen, along with Charlotte Flair, as she drops Charlotte, number 24. This is the spot where Asuka won the Rumble from back in 2018.
Really?
I said, sorry, number 24 is JC Jane.
Look who it is, my former toxic attraction friend, now the leader of Fatal Influence in NXT. This woman is the rock star of NXT.
She's a 2-time NXT Women's Champion, the current champion as well, 2-time Tag Team Champion, and JC Jane, who's impressed all of us. Looking to win the Rumble.
Highly agile, incredibly athletic, swaggering and confident, and now taking down this field, but that might not have been smart.
Raquel whipping JC into the corner. JC Jane now sends Raquel face first into the turnbuckle.
Nice, unique moveset here of JC Jane, causing real devastation against a bunch of women who are mostly softened up.
You know, the Hall of Famer, Booker T, one of the voices of NXT, loves JC Jane. Thinks she's one of the best.
How could you not? The performance she had throughout 2025 in stepping up to the very top level in NXT shows she's very much earned this spot. They go on and win the whole thing. A favorable draw, got a nice high number for 24 in this thing. It means there's only 6 more women to come.
So Ruca sent out to the apron, and now looking to eliminate JC is Natty. And Rhea Ripley. Now this is interesting, and I'll tell you why. I spoke to Natty about this earlier today. She still has not forgiven Rhea Ripley for taking her out and not allowing them to have a tag team match up here in Saudi Arabia on Natty's birthday 3 years ago.
Sometimes you got to put beef on hold for various reasons, but Natty never forgets, and Rhea Ripley's going to pay the price here.
Well, maybe not. Uh-oh, Natty looking to take down Rhea. Knee right to the face of Natty.
Natty is just a woman transformed here, isn't she? Very, very different woman, tapping into all that potential and all those years of learning in the Heart Dungeon and beyond.
Sure, Liv Morgan wants to go toe-to-toe with Natty.
Liv Morgan said, no, this is my night. Nobody gets in my way. Try decimating this.
Raquel Rodriguez now. Lifting Natty up, looking to put her over the top rope. Natty hanging on. Raquel out to the apron as well.
Planning stations now for the Judgment Day. You don't want to lose your powerhouse.
Oh, Oblivion off the top rope to the floor. Liv eliminates Natty.
Like a catapult with the top rope. I don't think the impact was particularly strong on Natty, but the effect of bumping it to the outside was.
Now this is number 25. This is what I was trying to get at before. Asuka won her inaugural Rumble match at this number back in 2018.
And Asuka was never a Hall of Famer unlike this woman. Nikki Bella has arrived.
Her 4th Royal Rumble match.
Why is she back?
Nikki Bella, who wants to get back in the hunt for the World Championship. Well, you do that
No,
if you
why is
win
she
the
back?
Royal
I
Rumble.
don't understand. Like,
Very,
what's with
very
this
close to
sudden
defeating Stephanie
Bella
McCare
comeback?
several times in 2025. Didn't quite get over the line. This is one way to earn yourself another opportunity. This time at WrestleMania.
Remember, Wade, it was at last year's Rumble that Nikki Bella made her return to WWE.
Yeah. And she really
Carries an
really
aura of nostalgia and major star power. That is a face that could very well sell WrestleMania.
Yeah, she
I
transcends
hope
WWE into the
First one
sports and
spoiled by
entertainment
Roman
world.
Reigns winning the
Nikki
Rumble.
Bella.
I don't know who
Hall
was
of Famer with a clothesline to JC Jane.
Time world champ too. Look at you
Oh,
dominate
spine buster.
in a second era. Growing with confidence,
I don't
by the way.
know why,
Ever
though.
since this personality shift, personality shift of Nikki Bella, she has looked so much
I
better.
thought
Yeah, look at
I
Nikki.
thought everyone was gonna go all
What a
in on
move, taking
Stephanie.
out Raquel.
Like how
Whooping
Stephanie
anything that
lose
moves.
to Marcus
Oh.
Drew, but
Number
get the
26
comeback
is on
and
the way.
The
win the
blower
Rumble.
there to Nikki Bella suddenly stops her in her tracks.
And now Bailey's got back up. Part of the kickoff show yesterday said she learned a lot in her first ever Rumble last year. Plans to use what she learned here tonight.
Did she learn to not get thrown over the top rope? Because that's the key thing you need to learn.
And Lyra going right after Liv Morgan. Of course, Lyra and Bailey with issues with the Judgment Day as well. Oh, and a big kick. This Rumble really showing how tough and star-studded the tag team division is.
Yeah, everywhere you look, every woman in WWE seemingly wants to form a tag team. Find yourself someone you can at least get along with to an extent. And then launch a charge at the gold. Of course, Bailey thrilled, but she's a little back up in this one.
Lyra Valkyria dropping last legend. Charlotte's still in the match. She started at number 1. What a performance by Flair.
Yeah, what a performance, but exactly what you would expect by someone with the last name Flair. Absolutely incredible from the off. And now Julia with some unique offense here. Someone say modified octopus hold or a crucifix or something there. But Lyra Valkyria has the power.
Yeah, trying to use that to her advantage to try to eliminate Julia. Julia on the top, in trouble, drops to the apron. And Bailey comes to her tag partner's aid.
Just sheer brute force pushing Julia out, but Julia is refusing to go down lightly.
And hanging in there. Oh, and Julia eliminated.
He's gonna go.
A bit of teamwork there between Lyra and Bailey, using Bailey as the
Oh, no.
platform for that flying
Oh,
forearm
no.
strike.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, never mind.
From the spot where Charlotte Flair won last
They don't
year's
know the other
Rumble
way yet.
from NXT.
I thought I was gonna see
Her
her in
first Rumble match ever,
Rumble.
Kalani Jordan.
Major NXT star power arriving here, a former TNA Knockouts world champ.
Former NXT Women's North American champion as well.
One
But
high
seriously, but what's
flying
the
woman,
big
gymnastics
women's
background
match
from
for
Michigan State
WrestleMania?
University, and she knows how to use it and going up top quick.
And
Seriously.
Kalani, whoa! From the top rope,
A modified Phoenix splash or something,
takes out
connecting.
JC Jane, and Kalani Jordan now wiping everybody out.
Gymnastics coming to the fore early on here. The coaches in NXT
There's
massively
a
hyped
lot of-
up
there's
with
a
Kalani
lot
James,
of
and in about
other,
15 seconds here, we know exactly why.
You know what?
Heard from
I
Shawn
was gonna say
Michaels,
Gymnastics,
who heads up
but I don't
NXT
think
on
it's
our
a word.
countdown show. So proud of everyone from NXT. All that are in the Rumble here tonight.
Nice job, Kalani James.
Kalani
Kalani
Jordan.
Jordan, excuse me, way to announce yourself to the world here.
Well,
Who's
I'm
gonna be
wearing
the big number 30 and please tell me Bianca Belair as well.
And now Io Sky caught her with a kick. We await number 28. Asuka's got some help.
Yeah, badly needed help with that because the Kabuki Warriors are now complete in this match.
And a great number. 2 winners in the past from number 28 on the women's side of things. The 5th Rumble for Kairi Sane of the Kabuki Warriors.
And let's face it, not all tag teams are created equal, but the Kabuki Warriors are one of the most dominant tag teams in history.
And Kairi right to Io Sky.
Of course, form a friendship with Io Sky, but sided with her own mentor, Asuka, when that relationship broke down.
Yeah, Kairi and Asuka 3-time tag team champions.
We're gonna have to see another elimination soon.
And Bayley now sent flying. Charlotte Flair has now gone over the 50-minute mark in this match.
Kairi Sane has just been a blur ever since she got in there, and the Kabuki Warriors are looking strong here. Can't both go to WrestleMania, not from this match anyway.
Rhea Ripley, who's had big issues with the Kabuki Warriors as well. Looking to eliminate Rhea up over the top rope to the apron.
The backup has arrived in the form of Io Sky. The tag champs now battling away for survival.
Rhea lands on the apron, and now Kairi Sane. Uh-oh.
Just a little friendly fire.
Asuka, Kairi, they're trying to hang on.
Tell you what, you get pretty sweaty at this point in a match too, especially in the desert.
Asuka trying to hang on. Kairi Sane trying to keep her in the ring. Io Sky rips Kairi away, and Asuka dragging herself back up to the apron. Oh no, Kairi. Oh no.
Well, that was inadvertent, and there may be consequences for Kairi Sane for that shot that was clearly unintentional, but has wiped Asuka out of this match.
Kairi!
Don't do that, Michael. Not a good time.
Kairi is in shock that she just eliminated Asuka, and that cost her. Io Sky eliminating Kairi Sane as well.
What a complete and total disaster it has been for the Kabuki Warriors. These two may have an issue between one another now.
I swear, Kairi is a whole animated character I've ever.
Don't do it, Asuka.
Oh yeah!
Oh my God!
She's back! The Hall of Famer, Brie Bella, is back!
It's twin magic time, Cole! Wow!
I get my stats working here somewhere. This is, what a shocker!
I thought Brie had retired. We haven't seen her in years.
Yeah. And Brie Bella now has got the WWE fans up and cheering in Rio.
Oh, there's always some shocks in the Royal Rumble, isn't there? And this one is a very welcome surprise. Welcome back, Brie Bella.
And Brie with a missile drop kick.
Of course, it's not lost on me that Nikki Bella is still in this match. This was the original tag team of the modern era in the women's division.
You know who she's paying homage to with the kicks that are now called the It Kicks. But you get the point, folks.
Those are the worst kicks, okay?
Lonnie took a hard fall into the ropes.
First to that middle rope, and Brie Bella is simply on fire tonight.
And Brie helping her sister, Nikki, to her feet.
I don't know what the deal is with Brie Bella. I don't know if she's here for good, but I will say if she is, the women's tag division just got even hotter if that was possible.
Final entry.
It is the final entrance.
It's Tiffy time!
Oh!
It is indeed Tiffy time!
Tiffy's back! Tiffy's back!
At number 30, Tiffany Stratton's back! Wait, she's been out of action since the fall with a knee injury caused by the WWE Women's Champion, Jade Cargill.
Little Miss Perfect is back in WWE, and she's looking to go to WrestleMania.
She had an incredible 2025 before the injury, and it is Tiffy time! Swanton taking everybody out!
To many, the greatest athlete in all of WWE, former member of Team USA alongside Simone Biles.
Cool.
When you're right, Cole, what a 2025 it was for Tiffany Stratton. 2026 might start off in the same vein.
Yeah, she went almost the whole year without getting beat. And Tiffany Stratton now at a kip-up looks great.
I'm gonna need Tiffany Charlotte Flair to run it back in a summer match.
Well, suddenly
During
looking
the
utterly
Monsters.
dominant, and this is like a throwback to WrestleMania, Cole.
14 women in the ring now. One of them is going to WrestleMania. This past WrestleMania, Tiffany Stratton beat Charlotte Flair.
God, I once interviewed these two in ring prior to WrestleMania. It was one of the biggest disasters of all time. They truly hate one another.
And Charlotte
Is
hasn't
Charlotte
forgotten.
actually
And
doing
Tiffany
TNT, or
struck
is
with
that
the right
just
hand as
confused?
well. And now
I
Charlotte
think
unloading on Tiffany.
but I don't think
A little payback for WrestleMania.
well, at least they know the heels and the shoe
Broken
isn't
up
really
now by
better.
the Judgment Day, who may well have done the smart
The
thing and let
isn't
that
really
one burn
good.
itself
Kinda
out
not,
rather
right.
than getting involved.
I think with
Again, Raquel and
stories
Liv
like
Morgan
that,
working so well together in this Rumble match thus far. And, well, may have spoken too soon.
Well, hold on a second. This threat of the Judgment Day has suddenly been figured out by all the other women in the match who are now, hey, we got to get rid of these two.
Morgan sent into the corner, taken out by Lyra Valkyria. Bayley delivers an elbow.
Of course, Raquel's getting it two for good measure. Three women from the Judgment Day now
I
getting
really
gang
don't
up
like it when people run into
The
the ring
tables
close
have
out.
turned.
It's great watching the Bella
brutal.
Twins work together. A little bit of twin magic, Wade.
Yes, indeed. Can Twin Magic take them all the way to WrestleMania, or at least one of them? Not if Bayley and Lyra Valkyria have something to do with it.
Up over the top, hanging on is Valkyria. Lyra's feet have not touched the floor
No,
as
it's
of yet.
really
Dragging
good
herself back on the apron.
with this stuff, or they're gonna break
So
up
difficult
again.
to cling onto those ropes when the palms are sweaty and you're exhausted.
Have you ever lasted that long in the Rumble?
Kidding me? I think 22 minutes was my record, and I clung
That's not
onto
bad.
It's not bad, but I did cling onto the bottom rope for 15 of those 22 minutes.
Typical Bad News Barrett. And
They got some bad news when I got eliminated.
look at this, look at him. Hanging on though. Bree trying to stay in this matchup with the kicks to Lyra.
Is that Brie or is that Nikki? I'm struggling again. I should know better than this.
And now Bayley
Crazy to see
with a
Nikki
big elbow.
in
Nikki now.
WWE.
Twin Magic again. Lyra eliminated. Bayley eliminated by the Bellas.
Big old L's. Just like you, Michael Cole, you're a loser too.
We are down to 12 competitors. Who is going to the main event of WrestleMania?
What an epic battle this one has been.
Some
Still need a winner though.
Great performances so far from the likes of Charlotte Flair and Lash Legend and Sol Ruka.
I'm going to say the greatest performance by far for me has to have been Charlotte Flair in from number one and still throwing bombs in there.
Is she coming in? Did Charlotte come in with the intention of being a one that we're going to struggle with last?
Hanging on is Kalani Jordan.
The one who
Talking about how
lasted the
athletic
longest
she
in the
is.
Royal in the
And
Women's
JC
Royal Rumble.
Jane eliminates Jordan.
You don't belong, honey. That's the message from JC Jane. Oh!
Soul Snatcher! Soul Snatcher!
The coolest move in wrestling just got executed on JC Jane.
And Sol Ruka could eliminate the NXT Women's Champion.
I mean, that is just a highlight reel move every time you see it.
And now Lash Legend sends Soul shoulder first to the post.
Well, somebody who
Didn't
clearly
go over the
was
top rope. She's still alive.
not impressed was Lash Legend, and now fully aware of that threat of the veterans, the Bella Twins. This is who we need to get rid of.
And Lash Legend, though, looking to overpower them.
A double elimination by Lash.
Versus the history in this industry of the Bella Twins, and it looks like Power's going to win out.
Nikki and Brie Bella exchanging blows with Legend. Lash now.
Double elimination by Lash.
Over the top. Both Bellas eliminated by Lash Legend. What a performance tonight by Legend.
Well, 25,000 fans all shouting no, but the one man on the ground, the referee, shouting yes. Goodbye, Bella Twins.
We have 8 competitors remaining. Lash on the apron. Charlotte Flair now runs into Sol Ruca. Sol looking to eliminate Charlotte Flair. What a feather in her cap that would be.
Major need to drop in the Royal Rumble, but Charlotte Flair not going down without a fight.
Is she gonna get eliminated now?
And Charlotte with a... Oh, Lash Legend with a kick. Charlotte eliminated by
Oh
Legend.
my
What an
goodness.
incredible Rumble for Lash Legend.
The legend of Lash continues to grow.
59 minutes, 50 seconds for Charlotte Flair in an historic Rumble appearance, but Lash Legend eliminates her.
Tell you right now, Lash
She
Legend
almost
still
lasted
looks
an
pretty
hour.
fresh too. That's the scary part.
You were looking at the final 7 in the Women's Royal Rumble match. Judgment Day's Raquel and Liv, Tiffany Stratton, Sol Ruca, Lash Legend, Io Sky, and Rhea Ripley.
So we got
And now
two
the Judgment Day
and
goes
three
after
singles competitors.
Rhea and Io. Sol Ruca and Tiffany Stratton looking to eliminate the threat that is Lash Legend.
Was getting
Is
tested at this
Raquel
point.
gonna
It's
win?
all about the
If this
conditioning.
Raquel wins, that's gonna be interesting.
Raquel catching Io Sky, looking to eliminate Io, drops her on the apron. Rhea Ripley now. With a headbutt.
Raquel needs backup in a big way. Look out here.
Oh, and a riptide. And Lash from behind. Man, I cannot get over how impressed I am with Lash Legend.
Well, the eye is consistently drawn to Lash Legend in this match. She is clearly at this point, despite
Uh-oh.
oh God, despite the inexperience, the favorite in this one here.
Lash Legend dumping Io Sky out
Oh,
to the
wait,
apron.
wait, wait,
Legend out there as well.
Get off the apron, Lash. This could be disastrous for you.
Something has to give. Io Sky
I
fighting
think
with
Lash
everything
is
she's
done.
got.
I think Lash is done.
Well, you need to
But
find
both of
something a
them
little
might maybe
extra
win.
in the tank. What are you doing here? What the hell are you trying?
Io trying to eliminate Lash, but she's got herself in trouble.
Well, if Lash
Somewhat-
lets go here,
somewhat
they are
eliminated,
both
though.
eliminated.
So what do you do?
Oh, my God.
Legend eliminated Sky.
It's the heel kick to the nose.
Rhea's gonna win.
Unorthodox, but it got the job done, and the smile on Lash's face tells you that confidence is growing.
That is the 5th elimination for Lash Legend, who has been the dominant force in this match tonight.
And that word dominant, the dominance of Rhea Ripley is now being called into question, and she does not like it.
You could be looking at Liv Morgan now. Ran right into a headbutt by Rhea. And now Sol Ruca, that wasn't wise. And Tiffany Stratton, you could be looking right now here, Wade, and I'm not exaggerating. This could be a future WrestleMania main event right now in the ring with Rhea and Lash.
The problem for Lash Legend is that Rhea Ripley just saw her eliminate Io Sky, her body, her tag champ partner, and these are the consequences.
You see the look of disbelief on Rhea's face when she didn't drop it with a clothesline. And then the pump kick.
Legendary to the jaw.
And now the two powerhouses will square off. Lash is like, you want some?
Lash ain't backing down to anyone.
Yeah, big mommy cool. Lash Legend. Six women remain in this match. Oh, Lash Legend just picked Raquel out of the air.
Did it with a big smile too. It's too easy for Lash Legend.
And a fall-away slam by Legend into a kip-up.
Legend can kip off?
Lash Legend just looks unbreakable tonight.
Went for the kick.
Oh,
Raquel
hold on.
Rodriguez with Lash up top. Went for the Tahana bomb. Big uppercut by Lash. Rhea Ripley eliminates Legend after a legendary performance.
And the shock in the eyes of Lash Legend tells a story. Distracted by Ripley. Well, Ripley's going to eat a Tahana bomb here. Oh, my God.
Eliminated Rhea. We are down to 4. Liv Morgan. That's her top partner. Liv just eliminated her top partner. Liv just eliminated Raquel Rodriguez. Every woman for herself.
What did you do?
Boy, oh boy, would I love to be a fly on the wall in the clubhouse later tonight.
I can't wait to Monday Night Raw on Monday. This is going to be good. But we are down to 3, ladies and gentlemen. Sol Ruca from NXT, the returning Tiffany Stratton, in Liv Morgan. One of these women are going to main event WrestleMania.
I'm not so sure Raquel is even going to leave here. She has her eyes locked on Liv Morgan.
What an opportunity for these women here. So Ruka sent over the top rope. She'll land on the apron by Tiffany. Catches in the kick. Codebreaker by Liv. Ruka. Oh, wow. Face planting Tiffany. Big running kick by Liv.
Yeah, and I don't think anyone predicted Sol Ruka would be in the thick of it at this point in the match. But this woman from NXT continues to go far. Nice move there, went for that Soul Snatcher.
And Tiffany using Sol Ruka to her advantage to deliver the drop kick to Liv Morgan.
I think Liv was going to win. I think Liv was
went
going
for
to
that
win.
Soul Snatcher, pulling out the foot, saving herself, and now in the crosshairs of Tiffany.
The Soul is still in NXT. She's still green.
Oh, and a running knee by Morgan.
I don't think Liv was ever won a Rumble.
Liv takes out Ruka again.
It's just an all-out brawl at this point. Tactics go out of the window. Hit anything that moves.
There it is!
Well, Sol moving out of the way.
The prettiest moonsault ever by Tiffany Stratton. Liv went for Oblivion. Tiffany Stratton was able to intercept. Standing switch by Morgan. Sends Liv into the corner. Sol Ruka now. Double Soul Snatcher!
It's yours for the taking now, Sol. Finish the job.
Ruka with an opportunity. An opportunity of a lifetime.
This is how you put the cat amongst the pigeons and shock the world at the Royal Rumble.
Sol Ruka looking to eliminate both Tiffany Stratton and Liv Morgan. What a miracle this would be. Ruka, Tiffany, Liv, all hanging on.
So much exhaustion here. Tiffany clearly the freshest.
Oh, high stakes, high pressure on the apron. Tiffany to midsection of Liv Morgan. Sol Ruka using Liv to her advantage. Delivers a kick. Tiffany Stratton now sends Ruka into the corner. Sol hanging on. Both feet must hit the floor. Ruka with an elbow.
It's all about athleticism.
Who is winning this?
Oh, you didn't want to go there. A mistake made by Ruka. Tiffany Stratton made her pay. Oblivion for the win. Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan. Going to WrestleMania.
Here is your winner of the 2026 Women's Royal Rumble, Liv Morgan!
Oh my gosh.
Ladies and gentlemen, no longer the bridesmaid, now the bride, Liv Morgan, after 2 second-place finishes, finally wins the Royal Rumble.
Well, the celebrations can begin for Liv Morgan and most of the Judgment Day, except, of course, the partner she stabbed in the back, Raquel Rodriguez.
A legendary match with unbelievable performances from the like of Charlotte Flair and Sol Ruka, Lash Legend, and many others. But in the end, Liv Morgan climbs to the top of the mountain.
Well, let's go back to some of the action here. This was the elimination of Rhea Bloody Ripley with a Tejana bomb, excuse me.
So we're moving on to the next part. Is it gonna load up, or do I need to end off the stream tonight and then pick this up the next day? I hope not. It's
The Hall of Famer, former 2-time Rumble winner, Triple H, all following the main event tonight.
oh boy. Oh my goodness, bro. Thank God my friend didn't spoil this one because if I got the result with this as a spoiler, I would be pissed. My heart is gonna start racing there. Because I have mixed feelings about AJ actually retiring. If he actually retires after Rumble, like why? Why this game?
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. If AJ Styles loses, AJ must retire. Introducing first, from Vienna, Austria, weighing in at 250 pounds, the Ring General, Gunther!
The man I have called the career killer. He sent Goldberg into retirement last summer. He made John Cena give up in Cena's final match of his legendary career. And tonight, he looks to end the 25-year career of the phenomenal AJ Styles.
Well, Gunther is unquestionably in the year 2026 two things. Number one, the most hated man in wrestling. Number two, the yardstick bell to bell for this industry, and it's that last point that makes the threat to the career of AJ so great.
I do not have a big gut feeling about this match at all. The only way I see AJ coming out of this match of his career is if it was a screwy finish for him to win. Cause like you can't beat Gunther this early in his legend killer run. But also there's no way AJ is retiring this early. Is he wearing the gear he wore when he debuted? There is no way. There is no way he's actually wearing the same ring gear he wore when he debuted.
Weighing in at 220 pounds, the phenomenal AJ!
And 78th televised WWE match. That is crazy.
AJ Styles has made it clear that 2026 is his final year in professional wrestling. But he wants to go out on his terms. He'd love to have a year-long retirement tour and face some of his all-time great rivals. But he was suckered into this match, Wade, by the ring general, Gunther.
Yeah, he was goaded into putting his career on the line against the career killer, which to me was a huge unforced error. Sometimes when you think emotionally, you don't think clearly, your thinking becomes irrational. And I understand the pride that AJ has built up throughout his long 25-plus years at the top. But that pride for me has made him put his career on the line against the guy who conceivably may not be beatable. I mean, how long have we been watching Gunther in WWE? 6, 7 years, whatever it is. I would guess, off the top of my head, maybe 5 losses in that time. Have you got the stats to hand?
Actually 6.
6, okay, well it's close enough. It's a handful of losses.
But listen to these numbers. When he was NXT UK champion, he was champ for 870 days.
He
When
was
he was
NXT
Intercontinental
UK.
champion,
Oh.
Gunther held the title a record 666 days.
I was gonna say,
And he's
I
a
know AJ was
double-time world
NXT UK
champion.
champion.
And he's only been beaten 6 times in the past couple of years in one-on-one action. And he may be in the best streak of his career right now.
Yeah, and his last loss, of course, was to World Heavyweight Champ CM Punk, and CM Punk himself, the great CM Punk, said he doesn't feel he beat Gunther, he feels he just survived Gunther.
The referee in this match is Dan Engler. He refereed many of AJ Styles' matches back when Styles was the man who ran TNA. Will this be the final time we see Styles compete in the ring? Or will he knock off the ring general and keep his career alive?
Hear that audience suddenly firing up there, willing AJ Styles to victory. They're very quiet on AJ's entrance because there was a severe sense of dread, of foreboding, because the consequences of this match are almost too great for this audience to enjoy.
So if you're AJ Styles, what do you have to do to win this match tonight?
Well, you've got to figure out that Gunther simply has no weakness. Even when you have him in the center of the ring, bang to rights and a calf crusher, as we saw several weeks ago in Dusseldorf, Germany. He's still not beaten.
Let me interrupt you. Gunther may have an Achilles heel, so to speak. He has tapped out on a couple of occasions, and he tapped out a few weeks ago, as you mentioned, to AJ Styles. Whether it was a ruse or it wasn't, he was caught in the calf crusher, and he did tap.
I'll correct one thing you just said. You said he has Achilles heels. I will say he had Achilles heels. When he's been beaten in the past, he will never be beaten the same way again. He goes back to the drawing board and corrects that.
Styles right back to the calf. Going to be a point of attack as he looks to soften up Gunther for the calf crusher here tonight.
I mean, we will never truly know if Gunther was genuinely tapping out on the aforementioned calf crusher, or if it was just a ruse. So if that is the point of attack, we may find out the truth tonight.
I asked AJ, why? Why 2026? I mean, 25-year career, but he's still in the best shape of his life. He moves great in the ring. He said, I want people to remember me like this. I want people to remember me at the top of my game. I don't want to hang on for a number of years and be a shell of myself. And you have to applaud that.
Absolutely, it's noble, but it is high risk against someone like Gunther. And let me add this to the mix. What has AJ done over the past 7 days? He's been in absolute wars with Shinsuke Nakamura and CM Punk. Gunther, nicely rested, been in the gym, worked on his prep, and completely ready to end this career tonight.
AJ's strategy early is the leg of Gunther. Soften him up for the calf crusher.
Yeah, you're right. It is going for that leg, soften him up. That's a physical attack, but also it's a mental attack on Gunther, saying, I know your weakness, I'm going to get you again.
And then hit Gunther with his own chops, and now Gunther with a side headlock, wrestling AJ to the mat. AJ Styles' career began back in 2001 with a handful of tag matches in WCW. Had a handful of matches in WWE at that point in time as well, before he went on to become the megastar at TNA. Went on to New Japan, became a world champ, came to the WWE a decade ago at the Royal Rumble 2016. Went on to win a couple of WWE championships, United States and Intercontinental titles.
Yeah, he's a man who's done it all and is certainly not ready for it to end tonight, unlike Gunther. But going back to that fake tap out we talked about in that match in Dusseldorf, what's Gunther always prided himself on? The mat is sacred, right? But that was the cheapest win of his entire career. And to Gunther, that was a statement, a stumble.
Nice drop kick by Styles. I got a question for you. Gunther has declared for the Royal Rumble match later tonight. He's in that match. Do you think he's looking ahead to that and the opportunity to main event WrestleMania and maybe not completely focused on Styles?
I mean, it might be that. What I suspect, though, is a simple message being sent to AJ Styles. I'm so confident that I'm going to wipe the floor with you in your retirement match. I'm also going to go and win the Royal Rumble. And after a slow start here from Gunther, things have suddenly picked up right in the solar plexus of AJ Styles. Take another look at this. The level of impact, first with that shot, and second, the landing, the front landing of AJ on the floor. And AJ struggling to breathe here.
I'm not surprised at this at all. You wouldn't expect Gunther, and now dropping Styles on the table.
Just smashing our monitors in the process.
That's the point I was making. I wouldn't expect Gunther to want to count out victory of AJ Styles. He wants to tap out AJ. He promised to do that tonight. And Styles driven in to the ring post.
And I'll tell you right now, I was watching that Irish whip into the ring post. Normally you try and resist that. There was no resistance at all from AJ. AJ's in a bad way here.
25,000 here tonight in Riyadh, trying to will on AJ Styles to dig down deep. But a chop by this Terminator-like Gunther drops AJ. And now Styles whipped into the barricades.
Styles is looking like jelly, even in the early goings here, as a serious mischief being done to the midsection of AJ Styles, who's grabbing that sternum repeatedly. I'll tell you right now, movement is one thing with a cracked sternum. Breathing is another thing.
Well, hey, here's the problem with Gunther, too. He's relentless. He has no mercy, no absence of malice in Gunther. He just keeps coming at you. Will not give you a chance to breathe. And AJ Styles having problems breathing now as the ribs went into the barricade.
Well, in here with tactics clearly was Gunther, and you're right, he's as callous, as ruthless, and as barbaric as they come when he gets the upper hand.
You know, Wade, I had that sit-down interview with him on Raw Monday night. I was looking into his eyes. This man relishes the opportunity to end people's careers. It drives him. It makes him what he is today.
Yeah, and it adds to the massive aura that this man has built up over the years. Just crossing off names, retiring your favorites. All of them Hall of Famers.
Well, you notice blood on Gunther.
Bro,
the
this guy's
official has gloves on. I wonder if AJ's been busted open. I can't quite see.
Yeah, there's blood smeared on both men here. I see on the forearm of AJ too. It's kind of all over the body. I don't quite know.
Oh, what a back body drop!
Quite know where that blood. Oh, there it is. There's a cut right on that left forearm of AJ Styles.
I think it
Where did he
happened
get
when
that?
he came down hard on the announce table. Look at the height of this back body drop as Gunther just flings him to the mat.
Well, the obvious damage, of course, is to that left forearm. I think you're right. I think he got smashed against our monitor. But the true story is the sternum of AJ.
There is no
Gunther
way
promised that he was going to tap out AJ Styles. Can he do it with a Boston Crab in the middle of the ring?
Okay, which one is the Boston Crab and which one is the sharpshooter?
This
Like,
has all gone horribly
bro.
wrong right from the start for AJ Styles.
And AJ trying to reverse the pressure here. Onto his back now. Fighting out of it. Styles is relentless as they come. As resilient as anyone in that kick. Right to the ribs again.
Well,
and AJ's having some problems breathing.
Relentless, the word you just used for AJ, is similarly true, perhaps even more so for this man, Gunther, once he gets the upper hand.
And it's that slow pace, methodical at times, but little wasted motion. One word Gunther wants to use, and that's punish. Punish his opponents. Punish them into submission.
I mean, there are so many strengths to Gunther. You could write a book
After they
about
build
the
up
man, but one
Gunther
of his
like
biggest
this,
ones
has to be who is going to be the one to take him down?
Is a compassion-free zone.
Because I don't know.
AJ knows it, and AJ building up some momentum here.
Yeah, there's no give up in AJ Styles. Styles now with a kick to Gunther. Maybe he has Gunther on the ropes a bit here. Styles now with Gunther up and down. Waist lock by Gunther. Missed with a
You do
clothesline.
not want Gunther. You do not want Gunther behind you, bro.
Out the pain now, and he
'Cause
really needed to get
that
something
sleeper hold
going
is
because this
nasty.
was slipping away in a hurry, and with it, the career of the phenomenal one.
This match is for the career of AJ Styles. AJ must win to continue on in WWE. If he loses, he goes home.
I'll tell you right now, Cole, you're in the ring against Gunther. Gunther is a strategic expert. You need to have all your faculties. You need a game plan. It's tough to do that for AJ with the weight of the world on his shoulders, knowing what is lurking with a loss.
And looking to take Gunther out of his comfort zone here.
And this is good from AJ. He needs to pick up the pace, go as fast as possible. Tough to do with a busted sternum, but he's managing it.
Styles into the corner now with Gunther up on his shoulders. Down goes Gunther. Knee to the neck. Cover. Hook to the leg. Gunther kicks out at two. So close for Styles.
I mean, you've got to go for broke now if you're AJ Styles, and he's doing exactly that. There's nothing to be left on the table tonight. And that knee to the back of the neck of Gunther may well have changed things in a big way here.
You know the wheels are turning. The cerebral AJ Styles trying to think a couple of steps ahead here. What he needs to do to keep Gunther down. Is he looking for a Styles clash? But Gunther now, and there's the roll through by Styles.
Oh, here we go.
Has him in position. Gunther could be in trouble, but couldn't quite lock it in.
Scorpion kick to the head of AJ Styles to get out of that, followed by the old baseball bat-like clothesline.
And the cover and a near fall.
It's old school as they come, just a swinging lariat straight away out of the disaster that almost befell Gunther there with that attempted Styles clash. Just old school.
I guarantee you the Hall of Famer JBL with a big smile on his face after that lariat-like clothesline from the ring general.
Yeah, as old school as they come is Gunther, would thrive in any era going back over 100 years.
Oh, you think about Stan Hansen, Gunther would fit right in, wouldn't he? AJ looking to roll through into the calf crusher here. Gunther's felt this before, looking to hang on.
Gunther holding on to the top rope to prevent that roll through. That was really smart, and it goes back to what I was saying. He never gets caught the same way twice.
Oh, he's a complete student of the game. He lives and breathes this sport.
This slow prowl around the ring when he's got AJ down. That's just Gunther going through his list of ideas in his mind, his strategies he's put together.
Oh, by Styles. Styles looking for the calf crusher. And Gunther gets to the ropes, and AJ locking it in. He's got a 5 count.
Well, Gunther clearly panicked on that one, but smartly immediately on the rope.
Well,
Did
you
some
already did
damage,
that,
though. You
yeah.
do have that 5 count, as you mentioned, to break.
Yeah, but think about the embarrassment for Gunther, Wade, if he tapped out to AJ Styles tonight.
It's maybe partly physical, partly flashbacks. Remembering the pain of that match in Dusseldorf and the desperate measures that were required to get out of it.
Oh, and there is that dinosaur drop kick from Gunther. And Gunther now lifting Styles up. Power bomb to AJ. Stacks him up. Will this be it? Styles stays in it.
Man, you saw that over-rotation attempt from AJ at the top of that power bomb, trying to get over the other side for a roll-through. Gunther just too strong. Let's not forget, after a low blow, of course, that power bomb is what finished off AJ in their first match.
Oh my goodness, bro.
Gunther learning a lot about the guts of AJ Styles and what has made him one of the greatest competitors on this planet for the past 25 years.
Here's part of the issue for AJ Styles. Of course, he is the veteran. We talked about his 25-plus years at the top. He's never competed against anyone quite like Gunther. So all of that knowledge, all of that experience, you don't have that much to pull on when you're in there against Gunther.
What do those chops do to you, Wade?
I have never actually taken one, and I never intend to, but I promise you from talking to the guys in the locker room, A, it's the initial sting. B, is the feeling of fire burning through your
AJ
blood.
rose through again. He went for the leg. Look at the calf pressure now on Gunther. Now they're toward the center of the ring. Gunther trying to somehow stay in it. But Styles has got it locked in. Will Gunther tap out?
Yeah,
Will Gunther tap?
I guarantee you the ref is hyper aware about Gunther's tactics here for a tap out. If he does try something
Smart by Styles. Roll him back away from the rope. And look him into the center of the ring.
This is the exact moment Gunther tapped out in the last match. Is he going to do it again?
And a great point, the official Dan Engler putting himself in perfect position to see what Gunther does. And now Gunther trying to power his way out of this.
Oh, sleeper! That's a sleeper call!
A sleeper now locked into Styles. And now Styles trying to hang on. He's got to get back to a vertical base and create space.
Well, that was desperation from Gunther. He couldn't get the heels hooked in, but he hasn't reversal.
Shoulders are down, and it forces Gunther to break. And now Styles quickly into a sleeper.
There's the big man Gunther, and does so.
And now once again locked into AJ in the middle of the ring. This is where Gunther is so dangerous. Once he gets it locked in, it's so hard to break. But Gunther goes down to the floor, and it buys AJ critical time here.
Wow, that one just swung back and forth about 5 or 6 times in the space of 30 seconds. Shows you how dangerous these two men are. Shows you how deep their forms of attack can run.
And Styles down with a phenomenal forearm as he launches himself over the top rope to the floor. Come on, AJ.
It was a bullseye shot from AJ. Unfortunately for AJ, wrong side of the ropes. And Gunther down, he might be KO'd. He's stirring now. But AJ needs to get that carcass of the big Austrian back in the ring and finish the job.
AJ gonna send Gunther back into the ring. Styles trying to do what he can to stay in this match.
Styles is completely locked in. You feel the pressure has now left him. He's simply in fight mode and fighting freely.
And Styles going to the top rope, took too much time. And Gunther quickly back to his feet, delivering a chop.
Yeah, so difficult to move at your usual speed, especially for a pacey guy like AJ when you've been beaten to a pulp by this absolute monster.
Now what does Gunther have in mind? Trying to turn AJ into a superplex. AJ slips underneath though. He's got Gunther in trouble. Gunther though lands on his feet. Hook Styles. Look for the power bomb.
Ooh.
Styles with one of his own. Stacks up Gunther for the win. Gunther kicks out.
Just a taste of his own medicine for Gunther, and it is a rarity that you see Gunther being hit with his own move like that. Well, that would have been a major shock to the system, to the ring general. Of course, the height of AJ not the same as Gunther. The impact, therefore, not being quite as great. But almost a 3 count and almost salvation for the career of AJ Styles.
Wait, what's important for Styles now is this. The match is deep now, and Gunther hasn't been able to put him away. In fact, AJ is in control. Gunther's got to have that in his head.
And AJ's lining up something big here. He tastes victory.
Off the top rope, AJ Styles.
Springboard 450 connects.
And Styles looking for the Styles clash.
Gunther's fighting it, but it's low.
Styles clashes in. Come on, AJ. AJ into the cover. Shoulders down. Gunther kicked down.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Watch this springboard 450.
You stack this move immediately with your biggest hitter of them all on that massive frame. The Styles clash. It's over. It's 1, it's 2. It's not over, guys. It's never over against Gunther.
What does that do to you mentally?
I mean, it's a shock to the system, to everyone in this arena, everyone watching at home. But AJ Styles thought he was in winner's enclosure. He thought the career was safe. It's not. What else have you got, AJ? And I would say one tug of that elbow pad tells us exactly what is coming next.
Gunther slow to his feet. AJ Styles on the apron, looking for his signature move here. Styles going to launch himself off the top rope, went for the phenomenal forearm, caught in the sleeper by Gunther. AJ able to switch into a sleeper of his own. And Gunther now grabbing the official. And wait a minute, that was a low blow.
Behind the referee's back.
He grabbed the official and delivered a low blow into a power bomb. Stacks up AJ, not like this. Styles kicks out.
Oh, the combo that beat AJ Styles in Dusseldorf 3 weeks ago simply didn't work tonight.
And damn dirty Gunther grabbed the official to blind the official and then deliver that mule kick to Styles, going down low into the power bomb, and Styles survived.
While both men at this point, at least in their own minds, have had this match won only for their opponent to kick out and keep it alive. But Gunther is not responding well.
Gunther screaming at the official, said it should have been a 3 count. AJ Styles trying to drag himself back to his feet on what could be the final match of his career.
When the dirty tricks come out, it's because Gunther is in a major panic mode.
Desperate.
But Gunther still has the upper hand. AJ's reeling.
And now a chop to Styles from Gunther. Gunther just punishing Styles, torturing Styles.
Now barbarism begins here in Riyadh. And Styles may regret kicking out of that last combo. Because it only gets worse from here.
Well, the official Dan Engler trying to show some mercy for Styles there, and Gunther says the hell with that.
But Gunther's become completely unglued at this point.
Well, he thought he had the 3 count.
Is he going to get a disqualification?
Control.
this could play to AJ's advantage if he could somehow climb back into this.
But it's difficult to see a way back in. So beaten up, so tortured at this point. Oh.
Relentless chops after chop after chop.
Might get disqualified here. You got to be careful, Gunther.
There's literally the only way AJ is gonna win this match. Gunther just pauses the disqualification thing, so AJ's frustrated.
There's no way the official could do that with everything that's on the line here.
I get that. He has to protect competitors. When competitors cannot fight back.
Keep up. Like a little fish. Come on. Come on, AJ. Come on.
And another one. AJ can't even get his hands up. Styles has been defenseless from these chops. He just collapses into Gunther.
Tolerance is great from AJ. He should have given up a long time ago. These are as ugly as it comes. And we talked about Gunther's mind being a compassion-free zone. This is why this man is the most dangerous man in professional wrestling.
Yeah, take it from me. This man likes no one. This man is all about himself. Doesn't care what he does to his competitors. All he cares about is the win.
Absolutely pitiless, and he's willing AJ to get up and take more of this abuse.
Styles back to his feet. Styles brushing off his chest, almost like he was calling for more. And here comes Styles.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Another one. One eye. One eye. One eye.
And AJ beating down Gunther.
Giving Gunther a taste of his own medicine, fighting fire with fire. Where the hell is AJ pulling this from?
It's about his career. Everything hangs in the balance weight. You have to do everything you can to win this match.
AJ looked like a dead man walking, but there's life still.
Styles
The phenomenal one.
Hey, cocking the elbow. Went for the phenomenal forearm. Gunther, though, with AJ on his shoulders. AJ lands on his feet. Sleeper. He was trying for the Pele, but Gunther caught him in a sleeper.
Well, Gunther's gone for this sleeper several times. He hasn't had the heels locked in, but AJ in a severely weakened state is fading.
And the sleeper hold locked in. The arm slipped underneath the chin.
Well, look at the positioning of Gunther, putting all his own weight on top of the frame of AJ, and AJ's now collapsed.
AJ's fading.
And look, the hooks are in now.
AJ Styles, how much does AJ have left? Can he fight back here? High drama at the Rumble.
Lips are turning blue. Almost they tap out. Here he is.
Styles fighting back. Gunther trying to keep the sleeper locked in.
Oh, no, not this again, bro.
You gotta wonder, was that AJ Styles' last gasp effort?
Well, the lights are really faded now, Cole. AJ's gonna tap here. There's no way out.
AJ trying to fight. His arm's still going, trying to still fight out of Gunther. Delivering those shots now to the leg of Gunther. AJ on his belly, but Gunther still with that sleeper locked in.
And even more pressure put on the body of AJ as he's desperately trying to suck in some air.
Trying to make it to the ropes, AJ. Fingertips away. Can he make it to the ropes to
This
force
match
a break
is
here
30
and survive?
minutes so
So
far.
close, tantalizingly close to some respite and fading again. Oh no.
AJ Styles, can he make it to the ropes? How much
He's
does
right
AJ
there.
have left?
Come on,
He's
you're
a
right there,
fingertip
bro.
away.
You're right
Gunther
there,
drags
bro.
him back.
Come
Drags him
on.
back
You're
away from the
right there.
ropes.
Get
Gunther
the
just has
rope.
all the answers. Whatever you try, he
You're
has
right there by the rope, bro. Come
a
on.
reply for it. And this is getting damn ugly now.
And now the sweeper really locked in. AJ with nowhere to go. AJ Styles. How much does AJ have left? The career, the legacy of AJ Styles fades to black.
Here's your winner, the Ring General, Gunther!
The lore of Gunther grows. The mystique heightened. The career killer is indeed just that. You noticed AJ when he woke up, I think it's finally dawning on him now. He's asking the official what happened.
No, completely out of it. I don't think I've ever heard a crowd as packed as this fall so silent in shock. And this was just a small piece of the absolute brutal warfare that Gunther brought tonight. And it looked like AJ was done. These were the final embers burning in AJ.
I'm so confused now because they did the 3-hand thing for John. Why didn't he do it for AJ?
And then straight into
As
this
soon as I
sleeper, and
dropped
it was
it,
a long time in that sleeper.
AJ.
AJ trying anything and everything, desperately grinding out of there time and again. And everything AJ tried, Gunther came up with something else. And finally, look at the pain on the referee's face. He doesn't want to do this, but he has to. It's his job. The career's over. AJ is out.
You got a feel for the official, longtime friend of AJ Styles.
Oh my god, and it's buffering now. I cannot believe they actually did it. They actually retired AJ Styles at the Royal Rumble. The first month of 2026, AJ Styles' career is over. Now the question is now, who is next? You can tell this shit. He is not done? Oh, he's probably doing it for one last time. He's definitely doing it for one last time. Why is he not leaving his boots in the ring? Isn't it the tradition to leave your boots and gear in the ring? What's going on? I don't get it. I don't know what's going on.
It's hard to leave, isn't it?
You see the regret in the eyes of AJ Styles and of course his entire audience. Them's the breaks. Thank you, AJ.
Bro, take that on the show, take that off at the doorway. Bro. Why didn't he leave his boots in the ring? I thought that was the tradition for everyone. Wow. And so ends the career of AJ Styles. I did not want it to end this way at all. I honestly did not want it to end this way at all. I wanted it to go. If he was gonna do it early, I thought it was the Rumble.
And there is the spectacular Penta, Iron Man of last year's Royal Rumble match. Dragon Lee as well entering the Royal Rumble match. And the legendary Rey Mysterio looking to win a second Rumble match in his career. And join the likes of some legends like Big John Studd, Yokozuna, three-time winner Stone Cold Steve Austin, two-time winner Triple H, of course Rey Mysterio, won back in 2006. Cody Rhodes back-to-back, Orton a two-time winner as well.
I'm still like so dejected from that AJ Styles match, bro. I can't believe they pulled the trigger. They actually pulled the trigger.
Sami Zayn, a Muslim, considers tonight a home game in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Clearly, the WWE fans weighed in his corner. He believes he carries an entire country on his shoulders tonight.
Yeah, these people are always elated when Sami Zayn shows up. And let's be honest, Sami Zayn, when he's in this part of the world, has been unbeatable. These people, this atmosphere, the Middle East just lifts Sami Zayn to a whole new level. Well, he needs all of these people and perhaps more tonight to get the job done.
Bro, imagine if he pulled up a broken dream, bro.
Hey, the undisputed WWE champion, Drew McIntyre, told us earlier today that he will do anything, and he means anything, to make sure he doesn't lose the championship. But he did admit to us, Wade, that this is a Sami Zayn, a different Sami Zayn than he's faced in the past. And he realized that when Sami slapped him across the face a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, I think if you go back a couple of years, if Drew had talked a little smack about Sami's family, I think Sami would have either shrugged it off or at least maybe just said a few words to Drew, hey, you went too far. You're right, it's a different Sami Zayn. He's laser focused, he's locked in, he's got the eyes of an assassin, and he is ready to take Drew McIntyre to hell tonight.
A lot of numbers to talk about in this matchup. The most prominent, 11-0. That is the career record in one-on-one matches for Drew McIntyre over Sami Zayn. 0, the number of world championships that Sami Zayn has won in his career.
At this point, I honestly stopped being hopeful for I stopped being hopeful for old teams to come back because I just don't think WWE is gonna do that, bro. It's like one of the part it's like one of the parts of WWE that you would wish would be better, but the company is way too freaking stubborn to make it better, and I don't know why.
And nothing stops our ring announcer, Mark Nash.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the undisputed WWE Championship. Introducing first, the challenger from Montreal, Quebec, Canada, weighing in at 212 pounds, Sami Zayn! And his opponent from Ayr, Scotland, weighing in at 285 pounds, he is the undisputed WWE Champion, Drew McIntyre!
Sami Zayn told us that this match tonight is eerily reminiscent of Elimination Chamber a couple of years ago in Sami's hometown of Montreal. The night that Sami Zayn met Roman Reigns for the undisputed WWE Championship and came within a whisker of winning his first title.
What the frick?
Sami has momentum. What a fatal four-way to get here. And he has 25,000 strong in his corner here tonight.
Yeah, you talked about 0 and 11. Well, the difference maker to make that 1 and 11 tonight could well be this highly vocal, highly partisan Riyadh crowd.
Sami Zayn has never lost in a match in Saudi Arabia. What does Sami need to do to finally win that elusive world title tonight?
Well, first of all, he needs to tap into this boost from the audience, and then he needs to be acutely aware of this domineering presence that is the WWE champ, Drew McIntyre.
I thought it was very telling, as I mentioned earlier, that Drew admitted that this is a different Sami Zayn that he's beaten in the past. And I think that's scary for Sami, because that means Drew has adjusted everything.
Yeah, and Drew's absolutely right on that one. However, it's also a very different Drew McIntyre. This is a Drew McIntyre who had an arduous climb to return back to the top of WWE. We saw all the failures that he went through over the years against top opponents and world champions.
What?
Well, now it's got that time. He is prepared to be as inhumane as can be to make sure he maintains it.
Finally got that bitter taste out of his mouth when he won the world title at WrestleMania, only to have Damian Priest cash in on him that night. And McIntyre just relentless in the attack.
Go back over the last few years for McIntyre. What the Bloodline did to him when he was chasing gold. What CM Punk did to him when he was chasing gold. So many near misses. And Sami knows the same story in a completely different way. But these are both two men who are prepared to go all out tonight.
And there's McIntyre. Hook with a leg and a kick out by Sami. It's also a testament to McIntyre and his desire. The fact that he lost a number of title matches to Cody Rhodes, but he kept coming back for more, and finally in the end, despite the circumstances, he won 3 stages of hell to win the title.
Yeah, these two are eerily similar when you go away from the obvious, which is the personality between these two. These two both believe in their hearts they are the best on the planet. Not going to give up until they've proven it. Now, Drew has proven it. He is the king at the very top of the world. He's going to have to be at his best tonight for this version of Sami Zayn.
I have a question for you, Wade. You had a great career in WWE, but you never won a world championship. For someone like Sami Zayn, how important is that when you look back on your career?
I mean, to me, it's everything. Of course, I ride on the fact that I was a 5-time Intercontinental Champion. I would love to check that one box to say, no, I stood at the very top of this industry. I got close, but every time I got near there, I slipped back down. And Sami
over the top takes out McIntyre and may have hurt himself. Sami may have hurt himself.
I mean, it was a bullseye on McIntyre who did the damage, but you're right. I think
he was not. Sami's not winning this match, but I still don't understand why did he win the Royal Rumble.
Well, look at this. That's the problem with it. With a high-risk maneuver like that in a championship match, one mistake could cost you.
Well, I'll tell you right now, the back really didn't hit the ground. It was more that the feet hit and the lower back got jarred. It's almost like a pile driver that does a lot of damage to the neck. But this was to the lumbar spine of Sami Zayn. And, oh, God, this is completely changed.
And this is what's scary for Sami. He's got a bullseye on his lower back now. And Drew McIntyre is going to make him pay.
Drew is as smart as they come when he sees a weakness, and he's ravenous now for the blood of Sami Zayn.
This is probably why
he severe punishment.
Well, it's hard enough going into the ring with McIntyre at 100%. But with a serious injury to the lower back.
So I'll tell you right now, we talked about this crowd, how being in Saudi Arabia was going to give Sami a boost. That's great, but it can make you a little overexcited, a little overzealous, a little overcommitted. And I think Sami just slightly overshot that dive, but a little too much energy in there, and he's paying the price now.
And what Drew has done with this, Wade, is he's taken the crowd out of this matchup.
Well, the crowd sensed the damage to their man, Sami Zayn, the so-called hometown hero here. They're all living their dreams through this guy until our Saudi friends produce a top superstar. And right now, Sami Zayn's hopes are slipping away.
Maybe the new trainee, Fahad Tweak, that we saw on the kickoff show yesterday.
He is a big, big dude. Once he gets his skills in order, no doubt we're going to see him competing here. But right now, all concerns laser focused on Sami Zayn and that lower back.
It has been some night tonight. Liv Morgan won the Women's Royal Rumble, and I can't even believe I'm saying this. The professional wrestling career of AJ Styles ended.
Try not to think of that. Trying to move on at least for now and
break
that
like,
down
well,
in
it
the
seems
aftermath.
who is next for
This
Gunther to
particular match
retire?
may be
Is he really going to retire Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania?
Nothing left and his body is given out on him.
And I don't think Randy is retiring this year. I think he has like at least 2-3 years in the tank.
Fans trying to rally Sami. Zayn ducks underneath. Sami ran right into that tilt-a-whirl backbreaker. Covered by the champ, Sami, and that was a weak kick out.
Yeah, and ever since that lower back started acting up after that dive, it looks like Drew McIntyre against a rookie with zero experience, because Sami Zayn is offering next to nothing in return here.
Tell me about this. When you have a lower back injury like that, and a 280-pound man lays on top of you in a pinning predicament, how difficult is it to kick out?
Well, you use your spine and your legs for leverage on a kick out, but that is the least of Sammy's worries right now. Just any movement, any breath, if that lower back is flaring up, is going to be stinging. And Sammy's elusive nature is entirely compromised here against a bigger, more powerful opponent. And if that's gone away, you question how the hell can Sammy win this?
A superplex may break his back. Sammy realizing that looks to counter. Got to be wonder what's going through the mind of an injured Sami Zayn here. Sammy fighting back.
Who hasn't pulled a muscle getting out of bed and had to limp around for the next few days? Well,
sunset flip powerbomb. Cover. McIntyre just kicks out.
What was the key in that move there? That was not the power of Sami Zayn. It wasn't really the movement of Sami Zayn. It was using Drew's leverage on the ropes against him. There are ways to hurt McIntyre here for Sami, even if he's physically compromised, although it's going to be difficult, and Sami has to be the smartest fighter he's ever been in this one.
And Sami realizes he's got to take advantage now.
That's not going to work.
Yeah, I thought he was looking for Blue Thunder Bomb.
Oh.
And Drew McIntyre able to counter, but Drew's back hurting as well.
I'll tell you right now.
Neckbreaker.
Drew is 280 pounds of Scottish beef. That's tough to lift at the best of times. Even more so when your lower back simply doesn't work.
A kip up by the champion.
Sammy
with a desperation.
Drew is
sunset
barely
flip
breaking a
powerbomb
sweat in
moments
this
ago.
match, bro.
And McIntyre lining up Sami
Is there
Zayn.
a
Sami to his
dominant
feet.
squash
McIntyre went for the Claymore, and Sami intercepted. And now Sami Zayn with a Blue Thunder Bomb. Cover for the championship, and a kick out by McIntyre.
Yeah, and Sami, though astoundingly,
I'm not just gonna
pulled off that
win,
Blue
but
Thunder Bomb. You saw the
Sammy
pin.
could follow
It wasn't his usual
Sammy
stack
could follow
self
the-
for Sami
could
Zayn.
follow
Immediately after the landing, goes to grab the lower back. He's not tight on the pin. McIntyre gets a free pass to kick
literally
out.
won the title last month. Whoa.
Incredible
This
atmosphere
month,
here at
actually.
Riyadh Season Stadium at CAF in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. First time the Royal Rumble has ever been held outside of North America.
I don't know if atmosphere can act as an anesthetic, but if it does, Sami Zayn might have a chance here.
I'm sure Sami wants to get into a slugfest with McIntyre. Glasgow kiss.
And I agree with you on that. The problem is Sami can't move out of the way of a slugfest. He has no choice but to trade with the bigger, stronger McIntyre.
And again, McIntyre perched in the corner, begging Sami to get to his feet, looking for a Claymore that he tried earlier on.
I need to start bringing my glasses to these watch alongs.
Went for the Claymore and missed. Sami rolled out of harm's way. Opportunity. Pinning combination. Shoulders down and a kick out again by McIntyre.
And every movement of Sami Zayn having to block out this pain. What a fight Sami Zayn is in with his own body. Forget the fact that he's in there with McIntyre, the WWE champ. Two battles at the same time for Sami Zayn here.
I guess Sami just trying to fight fire with fire, but again, just collapses.
What does sound like this do for Sami Zayn? It raises those endorphins. Endorphins can block out that pain and make you do superhuman things. And Sami might be able to pull off a miracle, but McIntyre clearly other ideas.
Yeah, and Drew McIntyre just continues to push forward. Is this what you expected out of this match thus far?
I mean, the second Sami hurt that lower back, yes, because Drew has been in complete control. He's controlled the pace. And Sheamus throwing things at the TV.
There it is, white noise.
Sorry, Shamo.
Cover by McIntyre. And a kick out.
Yo, imagine if he got the win after that
No,
white
he would.
noise.
He has told me when it was his
Speaking
birthday,
of white noise,
that was a
if
belated gift here from
WWE
McIntyre.
pulls the
And Sami Zayn's
dastardly
lower back once
decision
again
to
bearing the
retire
brunt of that massive
it
white
would be
noise from the second
crazy to
row.
do this here, bro.
Frustration now
So
for
why
Drew
is Sheamus
McIntyre,
not
but Drew
there? He's
McIntyre
gotta be
knows
on the
full
injury
well
list too.
he holds all the cards for victory here, so he can go home with that championship.
This is for the undisputed WWE title. McIntyre the champion. Sami Zayn the challenger. Ducks underneath looking for a backslide. Can he pull it off? He does. McIntyre rolls through though. Oh, there it is, the future shock. McIntyre not done yet. And another to Zayn.
Zayn might be out here. Oh, we're not done. This is sadistic now.
Yeah, McIntyre.
My goodness. Third
time.
DDT.
And that may be all she wrote for Sami Zayn, who's still somehow in it.
Well, first of all, it's incredible that Sami Zayn did kick out at all, but that is the weakest kick out I have seen in a long, long time. There's nothing left in the tank for Sami. And McIntyre, he's gone for the Claymore a couple of times. You feel like now is a prime opportunity to really finish this man off.
Yeah, McIntyre a bit disappointed that he didn't put Sami Zayn away with the trifecta. And now, measuring his man.
He was more pissed off than anything else, and Sami Zayn's got nothing here.
Oh, maybe he does. Looking for the exploder, but McIntyre with an elbow to the neck and then a clothesline to Sami.
Well, the brain is still sharp, but the body not working for Sami Zayn here.
Runaway train McIntyre continuing here to punish Sami Zayn.
That's the problem. Sami's fighting on inside. Okay,
oh, it isn't. Went for the Helluva kick, almost caught him.
My goodness.
Claymore by McIntyre.
Ooh.
Claymore. Sami got his foot on the bottom rope, and he's still in it.
Well, he doesn't have the power to kick out, but McIntyre made the cardinal sin for a veteran like him. Sami, with those long legs of his, simply too close to that lower rope, and that was Sami throwing the dice one last time. Did not pay off. The speed of McIntyre is something to behold for a true heavyweight like him.
Yeah, McIntyre should have hooked the outside leg.
I'll tell you right now, that was an arrogant pin from McIntyre, who thought he was home and dry. Sami Zayn had other ideas. Please be careful there, McIntyre not above knocking out an official. I've seen him do that recently.
I see him. I've got my left eye work.
Oh my gosh.
Helluva kick by Sami. Trying to drag himself and crawl into the cover. McIntyre barely got the shoulder up.
Oh, God, and if Sami Zayn's body worked any better, A, he would have got there quicker, B, he would have hooked two legs tightly, and this one would have been over. The dream would have come true for Sami Zayn. Once again, immediately to that lower back.
And now Drew McIntyre, the champ, needing to regroup.
Well, that was a shocker for McIntyre, who was completely distracted, yelling at the official. Big, big error in this championship match, and the back door has been opened here for Sami Zayn. Stumbling around as he may be.
Sami back gave out. The back gave out. McIntyre. Oh my God! The spine right through the table. Sami Zayn buckling. Look at the position of his body.
Well, we've talked time and time again about these tables. They are made of metal. They rarely collapse. It takes an extreme amount of force, and all that force has now been absorbed by the lumbar spine of Sami Zayn.
Well, this guy legit said they rarely collapse. These tables down there collapse almost every week of every month.
To continue in this match.
This guaranteed
More
one
officials out here checking on Zayn.
1 week.
And McIntyre said, I want more punishment. I want to destroy Sami Zayn here.
He's perfectly right to do this. The referee wants to throw the match out, do so.
A month, bro. He's not a real
McIntyre.
Until the bell rings, keep fighting.
Sending Zayn into the ring.
You can't blame McIntyre for this. It's distasteful, and it pains the fans of Sami Zayn, but McIntyre is fighting to retain the championship, and I don't blame him.
Well, he said he'd do anything in his power to make sure he doesn't lose the WWE title. A defiant Sami with an exploder into the corner.
Oh, God, this is Sami Zayn tapping into something else.
He may be beaten. Sami Zayn may be battered, but the heart is the last thing to go. Claymore!
Oh my gosh, bro. That may be it. That may be it. No, I don't think I'm gonna punish him more.
McIntyre refusing the pin. There's going to be more. Well, the body of Zayn is done. The brain of Zayn might be done, but the heart is still beating, and McIntyre is about to take that out too. Look in the eye.
Claymore again.
If Drew wins this match, what
The death
Drew
blow.
wins this match?
McIntyre retains.
Here is your winner, and still the undisputed WWE Champion, Drew McIntyre!
It wasn't pretty, but it was effective.
Sami Zayn as gutsy as they come, but after that lower back tweak in the early goings, this match was simply never the same again. Just unsurpassed heart and drive from the challenger, but how the hell do you stop a man like McIntyre, who is prepared to stoop to the depths of humanity?
A high-risk move by Sami Zayn set off a chain reaction in which Drew McIntyre would retain his title.
And this is the moment where that
Anything else?
responding somehow with that exploder on a delayed haluva kick was all. Hell no, Sami's going to kick out here. I'm going to maximum off once again.
Come here. Now! Come here! Do your damn job! Do your job! Do your job! Lynch, on my truth!
Hey, you ever have a thought that feels too big to ever come alive? Because I just had one. Imagine that there's a match where people start appearing. That main event.
Bruh. Is there anything else for this part, or
Airing live on the
is this
ESPN.
advertisements? I think it's just advertisements.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following is the Men's Royal Rumble! Two superstars will start in the ring. Every 90 seconds, another superstar will enter the match. Eliminations occur when a superstar is thrown over the top rope with both feet hitting the floor. The last remaining superstar will be declared the
11:45.
Royal Rumble winner and will earn a championship match in a main event at WrestleMania. So now, to everyone here in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, and to the millions watching around the world, who's ready for the Royal Rumble?
Who's coming in at number one? Who's this year's Iron Man? Obafemi is the Iron Man for the 2026 Royal Rumble. That is staying thick. He's 6'6", bro. What?
Entrance number one from Lagos, Nigeria, weighing in at 310 pounds, Obafemi!
The ruler enters his first Royal Rumble match at number one. The former NXT champion, he vacated the title. They'll figure out a new champ Tuesday night in a 7-man ladder match. But for Obafemi, there is some history here, Wade. 3 men have won from number one.
What a massive task it is, but if anyone is up to it, It is this guy, Obafemi. Some of the smartest minds in this entire industry have called this guy the future. The question is, does the future begin today in the Royal Rumble?
You know, ever since I saw someone said that their uncle, I believe, said that Obafemi looks like absolute Swerve
And the
Strickland,
men's
I
Royal
cannot
Rumble match is presented by
unsee it, bro.
Cricket. Join Cricket Nation and get reliable nationwide 5G. Smile!
Bro,
You're
are
on
you
Cricket.
serious?
I still want to know if Obafemi's heading to Raw or SmackDown.
I personally, rather selfishly, hope SmackDown so I can watch him destroy everyone.
Well, we know who number 2 is. Paul Heyman spoiled things earlier.
No, Adam Pearce
Oh,
spoiled things with his conspiracy and rigging the draw.
It's a random draw. Wait.
Not random. Adam Pearce is a tyrant, so that's well established.
Well, this here is the unpredictable badass, Braun Breaker.
The cool element for the men's Royal Rumble Obafemi and Braun Breaker.
Weighing in at 250 pounds, Braun Breaker!
2 superstars over the years and one from the number 2 spot. Breaker's going to have to run the field in order to win his first Royal Rumble.
Well, he might not have to do it alone, of course. The game plan, Paul Heyman made it quite clear. The Vision, the remaining trio of that group, are going to be here to help Braun Breaker on his pathway.
Oh, wait a minute! Who the... Oh, somebody is attacking Breaker and driving him into the steps.
Who's that?
What the hell is this?
And a kick to the face. You mean who the hell is this?
There is no way. There is no
The
way.
last time we saw some dude in a hood, it was Austin Theory trying to join the Vision.
Well, presumably that was orchestrated in favor of the Vision. This is the complete opposite. Is that a copycat? Who the hell is that guy?
And we're waiting now. Braun Breaker has no idea where he is. And Obafemi, the ruler, is going to eliminate Breaker from the Rumble.
Take that guy's hood off.
Paul Heyman's
He's out of here.
Paul Heyman's plan went up in smoke.
Breaker's out.
I don't think Breaker has any clue what the hell just happened.
Well, he just got mugged by that mystery guy. Who the hell was? I want answers now.
I sort of like the copycat theory.
Who was that?
Whoever
Who
it
was
was,
that?
obviously had a vendetta against Breaker in the Vision.
Well, take another look at this. Breaker locked in, and then out of nowhere, the hooded guy, and we've seen this previously in favor of the Vision, and then thrown in to Obafemi, who was not gonna ask questions. He's here to do a job. He's here to win the Royal Rumble, and that is the easiest elimination Obafemi will ever have.
And there's the stomp, and
I want answers now.
we've seen a number of people use that recently, but
Braun can't believe it here. You better believe it. He's eliminated, and this might get ugly at ringside.
Solo?
Allegations being thrown around at ringside
yeah,
here.
a number of names just tossed out by Paul Heyman, who he believes could possibly be culprits.
We don't have any evidence to support any of that, to be clear, but we will get answers in due course, no doubt. But right now, this is effectively number 2, although he's drawn number 3 because number 2 was neutralized there. And now Solo Sikoa, the leader of the MFTs, is here to do battle with Obafemi.
Yeah, this is Solo Sikoa's first Royal Rumble match.
Really? He's never been in the Rumble before?
And now Solo and Oba exchanging blows in the middle of the ring.
2 absolute brutes in there. We know Solo Sikoa can move. I don't know if he's going to be able to match power with this guy from Lagos, Nigeria, though.
Oh, ran right through that attempted clothesline and then a shoulder tackle. Obafemi is just an unbelievable physical specimen. And what a slam to Sikoa. And I'm still startled by what happened moments ago.
Well, I think we all are. The game plan was supposed to be Braga was going to win this thing for the Vision. Well, that's been completely wiped out. We'll get into more of that soon, and surely to be wiped out may be Solo Sikoa.
And Heyman's got to go back now and try to rally Logan and Bronson and Theory together.
We've got a game plan. Who's going to win this thing out of those three?
Shoulder first into the post. And entry number 4 in the men's Rumble match is Rey Mysterio, the Hall of Famer, who had one of the most miraculous Royal Rumble match victories in history. Back in 2006, when Mysterio would last over an hour, and he would go on to WrestleMania to beat Kurt Angle and Randy Orton to win the World Heavyweight title.
Well, he's going to have to do something very similar tonight if he's going to win this thing and go on to WrestleMania. And it does not get easy from the off. Solo Sikoa trying to pounce on him. Obafemi lurking in the corner.
Well, remember, Mysterio went from number 2 when he won the matchup back in 2006.
Okay, you're saying this is easy then, right?
Well, maybe.
Number 4, piece of cake.
Everything's come easy to Rey Mysterio.
A much fabled, mythical career, and that will only grow if he can pull this victory off tonight.
In position.
I just realized Rey Mysterio's been here for a while.
Just lifting Rey.
Gunther's gonna retire Rey Mysterio this year.
With a boot to the face.
Solo Sikoa's riding high. He's just won the WWE Tag Titles for the MFT group. But he might be about to get turfed out of the Royal Rumble in double quick time.
I like this. Obafemi's not staring at the clock. He's on the attack at Solo Sikoa. He's got it.
Oh. We haven't seen him in a while.
Well, here's a man who made his debut in 2014 in the Royal Rumble match. He once lasted over 35 minutes. Rusev.
The Bulgarian Brute, a former running buddy of mine in the League of Nations. Looking to grab the big one. Won a lot of gold in his career, including the United States Championship.
And he has no fear to go toe-to-toe with Obafemi.
Rusev fears nobody.
What a drop kick.
Nice.
And another one by Rusev, and Oba still on his feet.
Well, you notice immediately everyone's going for Obafemi because they know what a threat this guy is.
And Rey Mysterio drops Rusev. And now Rey will connect with a 619.
In the big stuff early is Rey Mysterio, and that's a dangerous place to be for.
Okay, that's the second elimination of the night for Obafemi. Rusev sent over the top rope. Turn around, Oba. Solo Sikoa with a kick.
Dangerous times there for Rey Mysterio, but Obafemi distracting Solo for long enough.
Well, he was looking for the Samoan spike, ran into a backbreaker, and now Obafemi sends Solo Sikoa over the top for elimination number 3 by Oba.
Well, if there were any doubts about Obafemi hold on.
619 to the midsection by Mysterio.
Don't get ahead of yourself, Oba. Long way to go yet. It's been an impressive start, but you have to sustain it in the Royal Rumble.
Mysterio with a 619. So impressive after so many years.
Oh, God, the look in the eye of Obafemi after a 619. That's not supposed to be the reaction.
Obafemi just more angry than I've ever seen him. Mysterio over the top, hanging on, not eliminated yet. Well, now he will be. 4 eliminations for Femi. And Wade, this is starting to bring back flashbacks of 2020 when Brock Lesnar eliminated 13 men in a row in the Rumble.
Femi gets a little rest before number 6 heads in.
Always ready.
Mark Cardona at 6.
Cardona earlier today, and Cardona told me that he couldn't wait to enter his 5th Royal Rumble match tonight. Of course, returning to WWE a couple of months ago.
This is a very, very different version of Matt Cardona to the one we saw in the past. The old version, that was a kid in a man's world. Things very different this time around. Well, there is a real man in that ring, and Matt Cardona needs to figure something
Oh
out
my
quick.
gosh,
The
I
interesting
did
thing
not.
about this, all the
How
eliminations
tall this guy
Oba
is.
Femi has made this
No,
like a
he's in the ring
one-on-one
with
match
Oba.
at this
Now I
point
see
in
just
time.
how tall
Always
Matt
ready.
is.
I don't know if you were ready for that one, Matt Cardona. I don't think anyone is.
And now Oba, with the double knees right to the face of Femi.
Spoke too soon, didn't I?
Cardona, missile drop kick, drives Femi to the corner.
Cardona has some tricks. He's been around the block. He's battle-hardened.
And now the boot to the face.
Got to keep moving with Obafemi. Don't trade with him. Don't get caught close, because this will happen.
Matt went for the Rough Rider, and the fall from grace by Femi.
That is the highest powerbomb Matt Cardona has experienced in his 20-plus year career, and it might signal the death knell for this Royal Rumble.
Elimination number 5 for Oba Femi.
Obafemi is like a hot
If
knife
Brock
going
is in
through
this
a
Rumble,
block of butter in this
imagine
Royal Rumble.
Oba
This guy's
versus
a future
Brock.
world champion, a
I
future
want
WrestleMania main
versus
eventer.
Brock
This guy is going to be the
Lesnar.
face of this company for many years to come. Well, you know, Wade, Damian Priest last night on SmackDown, he drew a number, he looked disappointed, but he said it wasn't going to stop him from winning the Rumble tonight. That number was number 7, and here comes Priest into the Rumble.
I rarely like a sprint, but this is smart. Don't give Oba a rest. Giving him a break allows him to recover, sprint in there and catch him when he's still breathing heavy.
The 6th Rumble for the former world champion, Damian Priest.
Bro, those guys Oba Femi is
Damian Priest intimidated by nothing. Raised in the worst areas of the Bronx and Puerto Rico. He's seen enough trouble in his life that he's not scared of anyone or
what a clothesline.
anything. Although the streets of Puerto Rico didn't quite have this man.
Oba Femi.
Listen to the crowd here. Oba's gonna kill him.
Damian's is out this fast. I was going to say, there's no way
Priest with a
Damian is
kick.
out this fast.
Obafemi looks like
There
a
is
real
no way
game
Damian will be able to hit
changer.
us.
Well, we talked a lot about it at Saturday night's main event back in December.
Oba
He
is
went
just
toe-to-toe
way
with
too
Cody
big for us.
Rhodes.
Oh God, look at that! Priest is massive. He just got caught. Oh God!
Priest caught him with a kick.
Yeah, you talk about that Cody Rhodes match in December. Obafemi dominated that one-on-one against arguably the best in
clothesline by
WWE,
Priest.
but Priest now with a slightly softened up Obafemi is really making it count. This is the World Heavyweight Champion level that we've seen in the past from Damian Priest.
Yeah, Priest using his mixed martial arts background to have Femi off balance here. Now looking to eliminate the ruler, but Femi able to intercept.
Yo, boy is
What?
And the young OG enters the Rumble for the first time at number 8. And this is interesting because he's had quite the history with
Obama has
Femi
history
down at
with Oba.
NXT.
Yes, he has, which is why it's so surprising that the young OG seems so happy and elated to be getting into this Royal Rumble match at this particular time. I'd be a little more apprehensive knowing what you already know about Obafemi and, of course, Damian Priest.
Yeah, one of the newest signees to Monday Night Raw. Big coup pulled off by our general manager, Adam Pearce.
Craziest mover I've ever seen in the men's division. Floating around like human helium.
I wonder
My
if my
God!
God realized that.
And now Javon, he went for the cutter. He went for the cutter, and he got caught by Femi. And Femi now sends Javon Evans, and Javon sidesteps, almost eliminated. Javon Evans, hanging on. Javon hanging on, almost slipped there, almost cost him.
Great body control. It's a long body of Javon Evans, too. Did very well to pick up those
And
knees.
Priest has got him. And this is where that
There's
high-flying
no way you're going to send him on this.
athleticism gets you in trouble when you go up on the ropes too much.
Javon Evans is incredible. How he stayed in this, I don't know, but he's still there.
He just leaped over Femi to take out Priest.
You can't get your hands on him. Wow!
Getting bouncy here tonight.
What the hell was that?
The young OG. Yeah, I talked to him earlier. He was laughing. I don't think he realizes how momentous this moment is.
Oh, no.
Mr. Iguana.
Oh, no.
Well, from AAA, none other than Mr. Iguana. And his iguana pet, Layeska.
It's a puppet.
It's real.
It's not real.
Iguana told me it's real.
And it's almost certainly got parasites regardless of what it
Well,
is.
it changes
And this
colors.
guy has absolutely lost his mind. Triple A's finest.
Yeah, we've seen Mr. Iguana compete in the WWE a couple of times in a cross body.
Well, Riyadh have never quite seen anything like this guy.
Well, Javon Evans was in the ring with Mr. Iguana in NXT back in October.
Get that damn Iguana out of the damn ring.
Well, the Iguana's not doing anything. It's
Reptiles are banned from ringside. You remember Jack Tunney? He made that rule many, many years ago.
Damian Priest and Oba with a right hand to Priest.
And everyone seems a little befuddled by Mr. Iguana.
You know who we need out here is Graves, the voice of a AAA.
Is he an Iguana fan?
No, he's a journalist, Wade. He doesn't take sides. Bang! Kick by Evans, dropping Femi.
Yeah, Priest is weirded out just like me. What's going on?
Well, Layeska.
Rip his head off, Priest, and rip his head off too.
Don't hurt the animal.
Oh, double chokeslam.
Poor Layeska.
This guy is weird.
He may be dead.
Throw him out the Rumble then.
Get ready for the lemon pepper steppers. Trick Willie's here.
Yeah, this is more like it.
SmackDown newest star. It's amazing. Finds himself in the main event picture. And he's only been on SmackDown for a few weeks.
And he's fighting in a white fur coat.
These two
this guy.
have had issues. Remember the match a couple of weeks ago, Wade?
Of course, battling out to try and get
he and Javon and Oba had this.
There we go.
Yeah, Trick just sent Iguana packing. And,
Trick and Oba had
Layeska eliminated as well. I guess that was 30 and a half competitors in this match tonight.
Just don't. Let's focus on Trick Willie.
Well,
as he's doing his thing, Mr. Whoop That is whooping that.
Hey, he put 10 stitches in the mouth of Damian Priest a couple of weeks ago.
He's going to put 20 in there tonight and wait on. Three guys who've dominated NXT over the past 12 months.
The NXT where the future stars come
Finally,
from, and they're now here.
people will finally shut up about Triple H being racist.
What a factory it has been
There's a
for
moment
making
right
real
here
stars in this game.
Oh, look at Trick Williams, sending Javon out to the outside, trying to double cross Evans, who hangs on, and now trying to eliminate Oba Femi.
It may be impossible to throw out Javon Evans. He's got freakish abilities to cling on.
Looking to become just the second three-time winner of the Rumble, joining Stone Cold Steve Austin. Only 4 men have gone back-to-back. Cody Rhodes, Hulk Hogan, Stone Cold Steve Austin, and Shawn Michaels.
Cody Rhodes feels like he was cheated out of the WWE Championship to Drew McIntyre unfairly. Get a chance to get back to that title tonight if he wins.
Yeah, because remember, Cody Rhodes does not have an opportunity to rematch at McIntyre. He has to win tonight.
Yeah, different era now, no auto rematches. You want to get back to the top of the mountain, earn it, Cody, and you've got to earn it the hard way. 11's not a great draw, but we know Cody can dig deeper than most.
And Damian Priest now from behind. Priest who made his debut back at the 2021 Royal Rumble. Cody Cutter.
You're singing his theme, yet you're booing him at the same time. Don't bro. Don't be fans of those ridiculous fans I've ever seen.
These two had until it was ruined
by Drew McIntyre.
Wait, you didn't
finish business between the Ruler and the Nightmare.
That was nice.
Yes, this guy.
Number 11. There's Rayo and Bravo as El Grande Americano makes his way into his first Royal Rumble.
The absolute best luchador on planet Earth with 100+ years of experience. You're not outmatching this guy in the ring.
Did you just say 100?
Yeah, he goes back a long, long way. Found the fountain of youth in Mexico, and he's been drinking it ever since.
Again, Wade, I think he's been around for months now.
You're the one who...
I thought Wikipedia would have more facts on this dude.
Tell you what,
Uh-oh, Javon still hanging on again.
It's all underground fighting in Mexico. You don't follow it on Wikipedia. You listen to a real journalist like Corey Graves.
If I see El Grande Americano
JBL,
on my
on that show too, right?
post
You back me on this one.
backlash,
El
bro,
Grande's making a real scene in this.
Up over the top, out to the apron.
Dangerous times here for El Grande Americano.
And Javon Evans hung him on the top rope.
Oh, you like that for a cutter, Javon?
Oh, look at
hold on.
Yeah, there's that metal plate that El Grande puts into his mask to cheat.
It's an eczema patch. He's got eczema on the forehead.
Now, how do you know he wears a mask?
Because I speak to him and he gives me the information. He doesn't speak to me.
You don't speak Spanish.
He told me with his eyes. What the hell's this? What the hell's this?
Well, read the board. It says the original El Grande Americano. See, I told you that there was an imposter. I told you that there's more than one El Grande Americano.
This is a tribute. You've got to believe me. This is not the... Get this guy out of here. Is this the guy who did the stomp earlier too?
And the Americanos
Charlie back. Charlie back.
Has he found a backdoor entry to the Royal Rumble?
You stop. And now, El Grande Americano and original El Grande Americano.
Who's original?
Well, I don't know. They had it on the board.
The tall guy's the real El Grande Americano. No idea who this clown is.
Well, and now, look.
Oh, hold on.
Yeah, trying to unmask this imposter.
You don't take off a luchador's mask. That is just sacrosanct.
Oh, that Death Valley driver delivered by El Grande Americano.
That's the elegance I associate with El Grande Americano.
They're giving this dumb story such a big focus, bro. Are you kidding me?
German suplex, that looks familiar.
Wow, great technique there from this guy.
The original.
I'm not calling him El Grande Americano. He's not. He's an imposter, and he's getting thrown out here.
Then out now to the apron, hanging on, and now trying to unmask.
Oh, well, you got a dilemma here. Do you hold on, or do you stop yourself getting revealed? What's it going to be? Oh,
well, he's got a third option, and sends El Grande Americano, and both have been eliminated. That was strange.
Well, that was more bizarre than Mr. Iguana. See where that one's going. We know where this one's going. Trick Willie's about to get eliminated
by Cody Rhodes.
Well, they've been lemon pepper stepping all the way to the showers now, sadly.
Trick Williams eliminated, and there it is. Damian Priest delivering the South of Heaven. Number 14. Yeah! He was once known as Powerhouse Hobbs. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Royce Keys to WWE.
Oh, wow, the rumors are true. Social media's been buzzing about this guy, a massive free agent, also known as the Monster.
And I have followed his career. He is a powerhouse in every sense of the word, and he's going to go toe-to-toe and face-to-face.
Oh, he's going to be the new generation Biggie in WWE, though. I can already see that.
He looks like a
This
major
guy was
acquisition.
a dog. If AEW had only booked this guy properly.
Easy power for this guy.
And now with Priest on his shoulders. And the running power slam.
Why buffering? Why buffering? Why
prisoners kind of guy. No
in my
nonsense
Royal Rumble
human
match.
being.
Buffering in my Royal Rumble match. This is ridiculous, bro. Are you kidding me? Are you serious? Buffering in my Royal Rumble match. You gotta be kidding me, bro.
He's got the biggest opportunity.
And he eliminates Priest.
Oh, God.
If you know anything about this man's background, and there's plenty of time to get into that down the road, he's had a lot of adversity growing up. But Royce Keys will always rise to the occasion. I don't think any moment is too big for him.
Yeah, he certainly has.
What a spine buster!
A spine buster on poor old Javon Evans.
And now Cody Rhodes. Cody has had some run-ins with this man in the past.
Certainly have crossed paths, and Cody has no answer for this level of strength that Royce Keys possesses.
Number 15 and the first member of the Vision. And it's going to be interesting to see how Paul Heyman changed the strategy. With Braun Breaker attacked and then eliminated from the Rumble early on, there are 3 Vision members left. The first one to come to the ring is the man Heyman calls the Pressure, Austin Theory.
And Austin Theory looks absolutely furious, presumably based on what he saw earlier, that copycat attack, eerily similar to the ones Austin Theory was pulling off late last year prior to being...
Dog. Buffering in my freaking Royal Rumble match. What is going on?
brought into the Vision.
Now Theory, man, what a kick, dropping Evans.
I suppose in a completely selfish way. It opens the door. He's got the biggest opportunity.
And he eliminates Priest.
Oh, God.
If you know anything about this man's background, and there's plenty of time to get into that down the road, he's had a lot of adversity growing up. But Royce Keys will always rise to the occasion. I don't think any moment is too big for him.
Yeah, he certainly has.
What a spine buster!
A spine buster on poor old Javon Evans.
And now Cody Rhodes. Cody has changed Austin.
It opens the door for Austin Theory to win the Royal Rumble now that Braun Breaker has been taken out, and that's an intriguing one in and of itself.
You know, Cody Rhodes had great success in Saudi Arabia, won the King of the Ring here, of course, the first ever Crown Jewel Championship, and right now he's 4th all-time in cumulative time spent in Royal Rumble matches. It's Javon Evans now, looks to be eliminated by Austin Theory.
Eerily close to getting booted out here is Javon Evans. Be a lot of upset people around the world because he has a massively growing fan base.
I'd like to take this moment real quick to thank my guys, John Chick, Greg Miller, for all the help with these great stats for the Royal Rumble matches. Evans tries to hang on, trying to hang on to the second rope. Kick to the face now of Theory. Evans is still hanging in there. He's finding creative ways to stay involved.
Oh, wow. This is big.
Yeah, Theory's got some help.
This is colossal.
The 330-pound Oscilla from the Vision, Bronson Reed.
Well, urgently getting in there to help Austin Theory out, and now there is 2 men from the Vision in there. Undoubtedly, there is some game plan in place from Paul Heyman. Not the original one, that was Braun Breaker's. That one's got to help. Oh, God. Tsunami!
To Javon Evans.
And immediately the game plan is in for the Vision here, working as a duo, but Obafemi has other ideas.
Well, there's the double team by Bronson in Theory, taking the ruler down.
Hitting that high low. There's no way one man alone was going to take down Obafemi. Eliminating him, though, is another matter entirely. And now this Royce Keys and the massive Bronson Reed throwing hammers.
Obafemi has been in over 25 minutes since he entered number 1. And now Cody Rhodes in trouble over here on the left side of the ring.
5 eliminations for Obafemi. That is astoundingly good. What an impressive showing from him. But this Royce Keys, I got to keep my eye on him. He's causing major damage.
It's weird to see him in the
number 17 on his way. let the pain
Oh
entertain
boy.
you.
Oh boy.
The Mad Dragon, Ilya Dragunov. And do you
He's
think
just
this
a
match has been
nuclear
physical so far? Wait until the star of WWE
I
gets
think
in the
they'll
ring.
make it
Oh,
to
this
the
guy
line.
is absolutely nuts, but what a spectacle it is, as we saw on SmackDown last night in that war with The Miz, victorious in the end with one of those H-bombs.
You know, I talked to Miz earlier today. He says he's never been hit as hard as he was last night by Dragunov.
Yeah, guys cower in fear when they realize they're going to get in the ring with Dragunov. Dragunov's not unbeatable, but he's certainly going to leave you with a hell of a lot of bruises.
Constantine special from Dragunov. You got to wonder, when Heyman and the Vision regrouped in the back, do you think they picked someone that they want to win this Rumble, whether it's Theory or Reed or Logan Paul?
I mean, the game plan is essentially the same. Work as a trio now rather than a quartet. Eliminate everyone. The question comes when it's three at the end. Who has Heyman selected as the guy who's going to lead the charge instead of the game plan of Braun Breaker?
Cody out to the
That's a bit we
apron.
don't know.
Dragunov looking to eliminate the two-time Royal Rumble winner, Cody Rhodes. Cody in a must-win situation if he wants a rematch of the WWE title.
Clinging on a little bit here is Cody. And the last thing you want in that situation is the Mad Dragon all over you, which Cody is facing here.
Number 18 from AAA, La Parka.
Wow, a legendary character from Mexican Lucha Libre lore. Previous incarnation of this guy competed in WCW many years ago. Current version, fourth generation star from the Alvarado dynasty. Part of Los Brazos, which included former WWE star Super Porky, my favorite lucha of all time.
Yeah, I loved him. And meanwhile, La Parka, you know, he's the favorite wrestler of boxer Canelo Alvarez at a AAA show last month. Alvarez actually wore his mask at ringside.
That is a big-time supporter there for La Parka.
And La Parka with a kick to Dragunov. Dragunov up on his shoulders. Oh!
Unique offense there. Spinning power slam. Little dance for good measure, too.
What a fatal four-way at AAA a bit ago.
I need to
A real joy to watch, and now
Triple
turns his attention
like
to
all
Royce
the
Keys.
WWE Triple A
Parker
events.
really captivating. Catching in AAA.
Big to us.
But how big would that be for AAA, for one of their roster to go on to WrestleMania and compete for a world title here?
Oh, come on.
Oba
you know
Femi
that's
still
not
in the match. He entered at number 1.
Von Evans getting a hurt pot on him right now.
Oh,
Dragon Lee will enter the Rumble for the first time in his career at number 19. Two superstars, John Cena and Roman Reigns, one from the number 19 position. Will Dragon Lee have such luck?
An exhilarating young man from the small town of Jalisco, Mexico. And that town right now is going nuts as their man tries to compete to win this thing. And let's not forget, once upon a time, not so long ago, Rey Mysterio called Dragon Lee the future of Lucha Libre.
Yeah, former World Tag Team Champion with the now retired AJ Styles.
So much fire in the heart of Dragon Lee and just taking down all comers with that superior movement.
And Dragon Lee wanted to be a boxer in his early days, turned his attention to the sport of professional wrestling, and he's been so successful. And Bronson Reed now, Dragon Lee with a DDT.
Dragon Lee just so elusive, so difficult to pin down, just outfoxing all these powerful guys in there. Knows he's never going to outpower many people in this kind of match, but Austin Theory now clinging on.
Yeah, Oba looking for his 6th elimination here tonight as entry number 20 is on his way. Oh, wait, the Vision is now whole, with the exception, of course, of Braun Breaker, who was eliminated early on.
You've got to think to yourself, with the addition of Logan Paul into this match, Braun Breaker, Austin Theory, and the Maverick himself are now in pole position to win this entire thing. Work as a unit, devastate the field and then figure it out from the final three.
What a clothesline by Logan Paul. Kick to the midsection of La Parka. Gut wrench suplex.
It's very
by Paul.
interesting
And it's
to see
interesting to see how
Logan go
Paul
all in
will improve under
wrestling.
the tutelage of the Oracle, Paul Heyman.
Well, he
Uh-oh,
can't.
turn around. Turn around, Royce Keys.
Heyman can't help you now.
And Logan, of course, that boxing background with the rights and left to Keys. Keys just shaking him off.
The biggest puncher in the game, and it just bounced off the rib cage of Royce Keys.
World's strongest slam by Royce Keys. And Bronson's like, try doing that to me, big.
Big boys don't like each other in this game.
And Austin Theory with a cheap shot from behind. And now Logan Paul. And now the Vision starting to work together to eliminate Royce Keys.
And that's there. That right there, that trifecta of offense from the Vision, taking out Royce Keys, who's been really impressive, is exactly why they are the biggest threat in this match.
Yeah, the Vision starting to stake their claim to the ring here.
And I'll tell you right now, Bronson Reed, Logan Paul, and oh God, look at that, La Parka's gone.
Yeah, thanks for coming.
All three of the Vision individually could win this thing. As a trio, tell me what the weakness is.
Look at the 3-on-1 attack of Dragon Lee. Looking to systematically eliminate everyone in the Rumble. Lee is out.
Whatever game plan Paul Heyman rapidly put together in the aftermath of that attack.
Oh, it's working.
Smart.
Paul Heyman is a scheming, smart son of a man.
At number 21, the return of LA Knight. The last time we saw him was back in December, Wade, when he was tsunami through a car by Bronson Reed.
Boy, oh boy, all day I have felt my loins tingling, and this man is locked in on going after the trio who took him out, the Vision.
And LA Knight going right after the Vision, trying to be a one-man wrecking crew here in his second Royal Rumble match of his career.
Well, the megastar looking to shut down the Vision's master plan, but it was a bite too much, even for him.
Reed sent into the corner to crush LA Knight.
Straight back onto that sternum that was damaged so badly.
Theory over the top and eliminated. Knight sends Theory out.
Just outfoxing the Vision.
Trying to send Bronson Reed over the top rope.
I don't see that happening.
BFT!
Let's go, my boy.
So much pent-up aggression. Oh, there it is! He's done it!
Logan Paul, the only one left in the Vision.
They picked the wrong enemy in LA.
And they gave all
Paul Heyman
strong.
thought he had it all figured out, didn't he? His Rumble dreams are about to go up in smoke.
That was nice. Oh no.
Oh my God, speaking of Paul Heyman is marching out here with the beast.
What's he with that?
I'm afraid I've got some bad news. We're about to witness a mass extinction event.
A two-time Royal Rumble winner. And what a rivalry he has had with Cody Rhodes. Lesnar won the Rumble in 2003. He won it back in 2022 when he eliminated 13 men.
And anyone in that ring currently has acid dread pumping through their veins, knowing what is heading their way. You might want to jump out now.
I correct myself. He eliminated 5 in his win in 2022.
Oh
and
my
welcome
God.
to Suplex City, ladies and gentlemen. The world was shocked that Brock Lesnar knew how to use FaceTime when he called the Pat McAfee show earlier this week to say he was on his way to Riyadh, on his way to the Rumble.
Because he's a mass of DNA built to do one
I
thing.
wanna see
wage
Ilya
war
versus
on
Brock.
humanity. Oh, God. Oh, decapitated. Brock Lesnar is massive.
Has lasted over 35 minutes. F5 to Javon Evans.
Here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, as the immortal Gorilla Monsoon would say, the irresistible force meets the immovable object. Awesome!
Bro.
And the buzzkill missed.
Miz needs to get in there and hit them in the occipital protuberance. Well, Gorilla Monsoon for your Michael Cole.
The Miz entering his 17th Royal Rumble match. One shy of the record. 18 held by Kane.
Slide back out, Miz. It's not worth it.
Smart.
Brilliant.
Well, he had his knocked for a loop last night when he had that match with Dragunov, so he might not be thinking straight.
Well, these guys all taking the cheap shots on the two big guys in there. Perhaps wasn't the smart thing to do. Let the two big guys take each other out, but really a rush of blood to the head. They saw their chance. It ain't working, Dragunov. Oh, my God.
Brock Lesnar just tossing Dragunov over the top rope into the floor. He's eliminated.
Just a death grip, and Cody tries to hold on. Dropped hard on that shoulder.
Lesnar's just manhandling people.
Shouldn't be a surprise. We've seen this from the very beginning, and now we are back to what we all want to see.
The ruler and the beast. Brock's like, you want to try me?
Ray Phoenix at 24.
And what a spectacular match this man had against Carmelo Hayes to the United States Championship last night on SmackDown. Ray Phoenix.
This number is a pretty good number, but it's not when you look in the ring that Brock Lesnar and Obafemi are stood up there looking at you. Suddenly becomes the worst number of them all.
And Ray Phoenix, top rope caught by Brock.
That's why it's the worst number of them all.
And using Phoenix as a weapon.
Here we go, Cole.
German suplex to Femi.
Outmaneuvered by the world's most famous combat athlete.
How is it possible that Brock Lesnar looks bigger and bigger every time we see him? F5. Paul Heyman all excited out here. Another elimination for Lesnar.
Oh my gosh, this is Ray Phoenix all that.
Thanks for coming. Try again next year and hope that Brock Lesnar isn't in there.
It's funny, Paul Heyman's out here with Lesnar. It's like he threw the division to the curb.
My goodness, bro. This is the most hype I've seen.
Maverick, Logan Paul are all out of here anyway. Why not throw your hat in the ring?
Femi with a clothesline knocks down Lesnar.
Two titans collide. I don't know what you're thinking of here.
Well, Logan trying to hang on. Knocked off the top rope.
Peel those fingers off.
Oh, made a mistake. He turned his back on Lesnar, and it cost the ruler.
Well, a youthful exuberance there.
The winner of last year's Royal Rumble. Main event, Jey Uso looks to go back-to-back. He went to Mania last year to win the world title. Meanwhile, Obafemi lasted 39 minutes in his first Royal Rumble, entering at number 1.
Well, Oba got the worst draw of them all. But wow, did he make a major impact tonight. Going to see a lot of that man in the future, just like we've seen a lot of this man, Jey Uso, in the past.
Jey Uso looking to join an illustrious club. Only 4 superstars have won consecutive Rumbles. Lesnar eliminated by Cody and Knight. Hulk Hogan, Shawn Michaels, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Cody Rhodes, the only superstars to go back-to-back. And that had to feel good for Cody after everything he went through a couple of years ago with Lesnar.
Yeah, get Lesnar out there any way you can. Suddenly the pathway is open for everyone, and Heyman at least has one horse left in the race, that being the Maverick Logan Paul. But Yeet Mania is taking over here, and we're getting a little dapping up. Yeah.
Jey Uso fired up, looking to win again.
So this audience, there was a wave that took him all the way to victory last year. Can he ride it once again, all the way to the showcase of the Immortals?
Jey taking his time. You don't blame him.
Well, that's a vet move right there.
6 men in the matchup right now. Javon Evans right in front of us, trying to hang on. Evans trying to hang on. He's supposed to be eliminated right here in front of us, Wade. Cody Rhodes trying to eliminate Evans.
We're going to run it back. Hold on, Javon. Don't drop yet. I want to enjoy this Yeet Mania.
Are you serious, bro?
Ooh.
You sit down, you look like an ostrich.
I got rhythm.
Can you stop doing this, bro?
Be careful up there, Jey. You might get turned out.
Once to the sky!
Roman Reigns number 26. Okay. Yeah, 4 more entrants remaining after 26. Oh, he's going with all black. Oh no, he has some red. He has some red on there. And he has an elbow pad on his leg.
The winner of the 2015 Royal Rumble. One of the most prolific WWE champions in history.
And a perennial WrestleMania main eventer.
I don't know if you caught it, but Roman Reigns had a lot of controversial comments on the Pat McAfee show on ESPN to talk about the state of WWE today, and he says he's back to reclaim his throne.
This is interesting. What's going to happen here?
Cousin and cousin.
They're going to work together. There you go.
Roman Reigns with a right hand. No time to play games in the Rumble, son.
Well, forget about family. It's about winning now. And I thought Jey and
Is
Roman
this
would
man
still
gonna
have
heal Roman
punch.
Reigns again? Oh, we
Roman
haven't
Reigns
seen Roman.
only has eyes for victory.
Superman punch.
Oh, yes, sir.
Roman fired up. Spear.
And there is no time for sentiment in WrestleMania season for the OTC.
Oh, here we go. One more time. The Cody Roman saga continues.
Oh.
Samoan werewolf.
Oh no.
Jacob Fatu.
Cody Rhodes has an enemy before him in the ring in Roman Reigns, but he has a far more recent enemy heading down to the ring. You can forget that brawl last week at Saturday night's main event.
And Cody Rhodes, runs right into a right hand. It's interesting, Jacob Fatu and Roman Reigns are cousins, Wade. We'll see how this breaks down as Cody is driven into the ring post.
And to be clear, Cody went through the ropes there, not over the top rope. He's still legal in this match. Jacob Fatu hasn't yet even got in the ring. No, that changes now.
Oh, Logan Paul trying to isolate Roman Reigns. Jacob Fatu going right up to Cody Rhodes. LA Knight runs into a boot by Jacob. The unhinged Fatu.
Jacob just looks like Umar, bro.
The most terrifying force the industry has perhaps seen in a long time. Just a whirlwind of violence. Oh my God!
Oh! What a Samoan drop, a pop-up Samoan drop by Jacob Fatu.
The highest pop-up you'll ever see, and turn around, Jacob.
I was just about to say, what a phenomenal performance from Javon Evans so far. I mentioned before, cousins staring each other down. And Cody Rhodes goes right after Jacob. So much bad blood between those two.
Of course, Warren with the bloodline on occasion has been Jacob Fatu when he first entered WWE. major problems for Roman Reigns.
And now Jey Uso goes right after Cody Rhodes. And now Roman and Jey. 1D!
Shouts out to brother Jimmy.
The Usos, of course, the tag team champions.
Why is Joe quick to team with
Number
him?
28.
Literally just uppercut him. Just 28.
Here comes Penta. The Iron
We
Man
almost had
of
the
last
Lucha
year's
Brothers in
Men's
the ring
Royal Rumble
at the
match
same time
lasted
in
over
WWE.
42 minutes.
Well, no time for the strut. He wants to get in there and start hurling bodies to the ground.
Two superstars of one from this number 28 position.
But how spectacular
Batista.
has Penta been?
And now Logan Paul whipped into the corner, kicked by Penta. Now Penta's been just an incredible addition to the Monday Night Raw roster. He's had problems with the Vision, and well, their lone member remaining in this matchup, Logan Paul. Been a rough night for Paul Heyman. Breaker eliminated earlier after that attack by some hooded dude. Bronson Reed, Austin Theory as well. And there's the backstabber. Brock Lesnar eliminated. Heyman came out here riding his coattails.
I'll tell you right now, that rough night all goes away if the Maverick Logan Paul can win this thing. That is a tabloid's dream to see him main eventing WrestleMania.
Went for the Superman punch. Front force trauma delivered by LA Knight. Cody Rhodes now has Knight where he wants him. Went for the crossroads.
Ooh, data breaker.
DDT by LA Knight.
If LA Knight eliminates Cody Rhodes, that's going to be huge.
Cody off the second rope with a disaster kick and down goes LA Knight, eliminated.
Well, it was a hell of an effort from LA Knight, who perhaps burned himself out early, warring with the Vision and paid the price in the latter stages.
Who's 29? Okay. Wait, Sammy's name from India. Oh, right. He got messed up in
The two-time Royal Rumble winner, the 14-time world champion, Randy Orton at number 29, a spot where both Brock Lesnar and Edge won the Royal Rumble match.
And the ring is getting packed with some of the biggest stars in history. And a sadistic-looking, unrepentant Viper is about to cause some major damage.
Well, Randy made it clear last night that he is chasing number 15. That would put him third place all time in the record books as a world champion in WWE, trailing just John Cena and Ric Flair. Right now at 14, he's tied with Triple H.
I think we know who Riyadh want to win. And Randy Orton perhaps the favourite for any match he's competing in, especially with that favourable draw of number 29.
Double vintage Orton. The drapey DDTs. One man remains to enter the Royal Rumble as Randy Orton is coiled, the Viper ready to strike. RKO!
Bad move, Logan Paul.
Should not have done that, Logan. Logan should not have done that. He was ready. He was ready to strike. Randy was ready to strike.
Down.
RKO!
Out of nowhere.
Yeah, don't turn your back on the Apex Predator.
Always poised.
Bro, did you see Penta?
The last entry into the Men's
What?
Royal Rumble. This could be one of the most historic nights in the history of professional wrestling. If Gunther can pull off the win. Gunther retired AJ Styles earlier and now looks to win the Rumble to main event WrestleMania.
While you compete in a long match like Gunther had earlier, you really have no chance of winning the Royal Rumble, except for two things. Number one, he's drawn the best number of all, number 30. Number two, this is Gunther. This guy is a machine of
go. Gunther is limping on his way to the ring after being caught in the calf crusher by AJ Styles earlier tonight. Will that hinder the career killer, Gunther.
Apparently not by that shot.
And you know, you mentioned German suplex. Number 35 superstars have won from that spot over the years.
Oh, look at the knee of Gunther, though. That tweak.
Yeah, now, Javon Evans, who's had a spectacular performance thus far in his very first Rumble. Caught by Gunther. Lands on his feet.
Yeah, freakish agility.
And down goes Gunther.
Well, look, it was optimistic at best that Gunther could come here and clean house, but the same cannot be said for Randy Orton. Poised and once again ready to strike. Dreams may end tonight, Javon.
And look at this, over 40 minutes in this match for Javon Evans in his Rumble debut. Evans with a big kick, man. He comes up with some innovative offense.
What a fairy tale story this will be. How old is Javon Evans? Was he 21? 21 years old, and you could potentially win the Royal Rumble. That is obscene.
There are 9 men left in this match. You think it's dawned on Javon Evans who he's in the ring with?
I hope not.
Went for the OG! The OG cutter, but he got caught, intercepted into the RKO.
And that might be night-night, Javon Evans.
And Javon's magical night is over. That young man has a lot to be proud about.
And that was brilliant from Javon Evans. And Gunther is the most hated man in wrestling after retiring several of your favorites. Is also hated, of course, by many in the locker room for the same reason.
8 men remain. One of them's going to WrestleMania. That didn't pay off for Penta. Dropped by Gunther.
He held that way too long, though.
Randy Orton now from behind. RKO to the career killer. The man once known as the legend killer took out the career killer.
Cody trying to throw out Gunther, knew he had to keep his eyes on Randy Orton because Randy will strike. These two are friends.
Oh, it's every man for himself. Friendship goes out the window when there's an opportunity, a title at stake.
Cannot drop your guard, but both men clearly with a major disdain for Gunther and his actions over the past several months.
There are 7 men left in this match. Cutter to Randy Orton. I think he was looking for Gunther there.
Well, Randy was holding Gunther. Gunther elusive at the right moment. Friendly fire there from Cody.
Jacob Fatu sends Cody out to the apron, trying to hang on. Rhodes trying to get back into the ring. Oh no! A Claymore by Drew McIntyre. McIntyre has eliminated Cody Rhodes from the Royal Rumble.
And he's also eliminated the potential of Cody facing McIntyre at WrestleMania. There's method to the madness.
And now Roman Reigns eliminating his cousin.
Jacob Fatu was distracted seeing Drew McIntyre there, a man who he blames for that sneak attack. Oh God! Oh God! Watch out!
Jey Uso trying to eliminate his cousin. Little payback from earlier tonight, right?
And 2 Brutai.
Spear! That was delivered with some malice.
Well, Roman Reigns has always lorded it over Jey Uso.
He eliminates Jey. We are down
Something fell over.
4.
Something fell over. There's something in the ring that fell over. It's the final 4: Logan Paul, Roman Reigns, Randy Orton, and
Remain
Gunther.
Roman Reigns, Randy Orton.
Ooh, I like how they highlighted who's heel and who's
and the
face, I
Maverick
believe.
Logan Paul.
Actually, no, Logan is heel. I
Former
don't.
world champions and 1 Maverick Logan Paul.
High stakes, high drama. The main event at WrestleMania hangs in the balance.
Pick a winner out of these 4. Good luck with that. So you've pretty much got a 25% chance whoever you pick. There's no favorite at this point. What's the strategy here? Do not make a mistake. That's it.
And Orton goes for Gunther. Roman Reigns and Logan Paul exchange blows.
2 separate fights in the ring, all with the same aim here. And Gunther is so beaten down after that matchup with AJ Styles. He may be the weakest here at this point. It's not, do you say that?
Logan sent out to the apron, trying to stay in this. That titanium-loaded right hand of Logan Paul. Will it come into play? There is that. Oh, he went for the slingshot clothesline, and Roman Reigns made him pay.
Just beat him to the punch on that one. Little stumble from Logan Paul. And I said, don't make a mistake. The stumble was the mistake, and now there's 3.
RKO! Gunther eliminates Orton. We are down to 2. We are down to 2. Gunther, who has been a runner-up before, when he set a men's record in the Royal Rumble match.
The hatred for Gunther, the love and adoration for Roman Reigns, the contrast between these two amongst these fans in Riyadh could not be greater.
Wade, what an historic night this would be for the ring general.
Oh, it would be crazy, but it's been a crazy career, and you put nothing past Gunther. But the question is for these fans, will it be agony or ecstasy?
It was the sleeper hold that retired AJ Styles earlier tonight. Gunther trying to lock it in there. Now with Roman Reigns up. Roman Reigns fighting, back body drop. Gunther out to the apron.
Gunther smartly clinging on there, always has ring awareness like no other.
Went for the Superman punch, caught by a right hand by Gunther. And Gunther right back into the ring now. And once again looks for the sleeper hold.
What do? You make Roman completely unconscious, put him to sleep, and then pick up about 270 pounds of Samoan and turf him out.
And now Roman Reigns, again, the ropes don't cause any sort of break. Roman just trying to get there for leverage to try to break this sleeper hold now of Gunther.
Out any way you can, and an elbow to the solar plexus just about does it, but Gunther going back for more.
Back to the middle of the ring. Roman Reigns went for the Superman punch, caught by Gunther again, and back into the devastating sleeper.
Yeah, that's 2 misses on the Superman punch. Gunther simply has it figured out at this point.
And if Roman fades, Gunther just got to lift up that dead weight and toss it over the top rope. That's tough enough in itself.
Well, what were you saying earlier? Fade to black. And that is what Roman Reigns is facing right here. We've seen it once tonight with the career of AJ Styles, and we're about to see it again with the OTC.
Roman trying to somehow hang on, trying to somehow fight back. The main event at WrestleMania hangs in the balance. Gunther set into the corner.
How deep are you going to dig?
And a spear by Reigns. Gunther back to his feet. Gunther eliminated. Roman Reigns did it. Roman Reigns is going to WrestleMania.
Here is your winner of the 2026 Men's Royal Rumble, the OTC, Roman Reigns.
Gunther is runner-up again. The OTC wins his 2nd Royal Rumble. And now finds himself in the main event at WrestleMania against the champion of his choosing.
What an epic. Here's the closing moments. That was the mistake by Logan Paul. He went big. He
would hand him
The one is the pyro, or did they
now
walk straight.
set up the pyro? They set the pyro on. This is the pyro. It's not like early, but they usually set it up for the school. You know what? Better know than
There
later,
could be
right?
few better feelings in the world of professional wrestling.
Give him
than
the
this
Rumble win
moment.
this year,
Your
and
destiny,
he
your
doesn't need to
future
win
in
it
your
anymore.
hands.
He does not need to
You're
win it
headed to
again.
WrestleMania.
Which champion will he choose?
This is his
Roman
this is
Reigns
what his
is
fifth
back where he
Mania match?
belongs, on top of the mountain in WWE. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. It's been an incredible weekend in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Roman Reigns on top of the world again.
That brings an end to WWE's Royal Rumble 2026. So that was Royal Rumble 2026. We witnessed the Women's Royal Rumble match, which was honestly not that bad. It was, you know, I seen better in the Women's Rumble, and I was not expecting Liv to win because, to be honest, I really was not eyeing like a potential big women's match because with all the stories we got from the women's division, I didn't really see like any story that was looking towards like a big marquee women's match at Royal at WrestleMania this year. So it was really anyone's game. I thought WWE was gonna be bold and give the win to Solrica at the end there, but Will got the win. And honestly, I couldn't be happier for her. The end of AJ Styles' career, jeez, I did not think they was gonna pull the trigger. Like all the time, I thought that they were gonna do something. They was gonna do a screwy finish. They was gonna play it safe and do a screwy finish, and he was gonna get like a send off at WrestleMania. No, they end this guy's career at the Royal Rumble. Um, that I really wasn't expecting that. Sammy got destroyed by Gunther. I mean, by Drew, and I thought he was gonna lose this match because everyone thought he was gonna lose. Everyone knew he was gonna lose this match. Drew literally won the title like a couple weeks ago, so we thought Sammy was gonna lose this match, but then he's gonna go into the Rumble and win it. No, that's not what happened. He got destroyed, and we did not see him for the rest of the night. It's possible that he's injured, or maybe he was just selling like thing from the match. And then we have the men's rumble. It was spoiled for me during my Five Nights at Candy's 3 stream when my friend called me, when he texted me and said, "Yo, OTC for the win. Roman won the rumble." I was like, "Bro, I didn't watch it yet." So I went into the men's rumble knowing the outcome already because it was spoiled for me. But what they did with the men's Royal Rumble was honestly pretty decent. Also, it's interesting that we're seeing give me AJ Styles, CM Punk on the screen here. I can't make out who's next to him here, and I can't make out who's next to Drew. But CM Punk was not on this pay-per-view at all. And also what they did with AJ Styles' retirement, I think they should have had Finn Balor and Cody Rhodes at the ringside. I don't know why they didn't give him the send off that they gave John Cena. Maybe Monday Night Raw we're gonna get something for him. Um, but yeah. So men's Royal Rumble, Roman won. Coming into this, I really don't know why they gave him the win. Because like I said, I think he does not need it. He does not need a Rumble win. But now that he has it, I'm really trying it's sitting on me. They gave him the win this year, so he doesn't need it again. He's a two-time Rumble winner. He doesn't need anymore. He does not need another Rumble win. Okay? So now that he has that Rumble win, I think next year they should give it to Gunther if he's not winning the championship this year. At the end, by year's end. As for what's going on for WrestleMania, I really don't know I really don't know what's going on with WrestleMania. I don't have any possible predictions at this point, but other than Roman Reigns versus either CM Punk or Drew McIntyre in the main event of WrestleMania, I think they should go with CM Punk mainly because you're not kidding. Come on, you're putting Drew in a match with Roman Reigns for Roman to win over Drew again? I don't see that being, a good decision. And as for who's next for Gunther to retire, I don't know. I really don't know. After he retired John Cena, we knew AJ Styles was next. We knew AJ Styles was gonna retire this year, so we knew that someone was gonna be next. WWE hit us with a curveball and retired him in the first freaking month of 2026. Back-to-back retirements is crazy. That's diabolical. So anyway, um, this is my live reaction. This was my live reaction to the Royal Rumble 2026. Here I have been streaming for 3 hours and 35 minutes. I am going to end off the stream and I will see you guys next time. I might live stream tomorrow maybe. I don't know. But we'll see. So until next time guys, also remember Jesus is Lord, Christ is King, and he will return. So make sure before you guys go to sleep tonight, make sure and pray. And also throughout the day, make sure you guys pray and read your Bible. You don't have to be well. It's good that it's preferred that it's good that you be like try to. I wouldn't say try to be perfect, but at least try to read your Bible as often as possible. To make a little confession of my time, I read the Bible for a couple days. I had church service today since it's already 1 o'clock in the morning. So I have church service later today. So I'm just gonna doze off a little bit and then get up to get ready to go to church. And later in the day, I will go and pick up my Bible again and read. But always remember to read your Bibles, pray before you go to sleep. Until next time, guys. Peace. God bless.